Hi, everybody. Welcome in and welcome to VypeFortBend.com coverage of Fort Bend County High School football. I'm Roger Smith, and a lot of us have been waiting for this day for a long time. It's Thursday, August the 26th, game one of the season, as your Marshall Buffs take on the Eisenhower Eagles out of Aldine. Thrilled to bring you this game because, it's been a long time since we've been able to do what we truly love the most, or just about what we love the most. Fort Bend County High School sports on VypeFortBend.com is brought to you tonight by Xfinity, the future of awesome. By Nick's Italian Restaurant on FM 1464 in Sugar Land, just north of Austin High School. At Nick's, their family gets bigger every time you stop by. By First Tire and Automotive with 4 great locations, including Katy Cinco Ranch, open Saturdays. Visit firsttireandauto.com. By Archer Volkswagen, 10,400 Southwest Freeway, just inside the Sam Houston Tollway. And as it's been since Robert P. Archer founded it in 1956, Archer Volkswagen is still family-owned and operated, and you'll feel like family when you're there. By the Needville Insurance Agency, Bradley Stavanaugh and his team are your hometown trusted agents. They'll shop around to get you the best rate and make insurance easy for you. Call the Needville Insurance Agency at 979-793-7411 or needvilleinsurance.com. And by Office Depot, Southwest Freeway at Williams Trace in Sugar Land, helping us take care of business every day so we can bring you the action on VypeFortBend.com every week. It's time for the Countdown to Kickoff show as we get you ready for Marshall and Eisenhower. And we will hear about the Eisenhower Eagles, whose head coach is not here tonight. We'll be right back on VypeFortBend.com.
Get ready. Saving starts with Xfinity. Because when you get Xfinity Internet and mobile together, you can save up to $400 a year on your wireless bill over AT&T. Enjoy fast, reliable internet at home and nationwide 5G on the go, included at no extra cost. That means you can connect to everything you love, whether you're a next-level gaming aficionado, an online shopping mastermind, or crushing that research project. So go ahead, stream on all your devices or video chat from anywhere and save hundreds while doing it, because saving starts with Xfinity. Get Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Plus, add Xfinity Mobile and ask how to get an eligible 5G phone on us. And for a limited time, $300 back. Don't miss out. Go to Xfinity.com/start saving. Call 1-800-XFINITY or visit a store today. Internet offer ends 9/30/21 and requires paperless billing and autopay. Restrictions apply. New Performance Starter Plus Internet customers only. Equipment taxes and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Savings based on optimized pricing. Actual savings may vary.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
Welcome back. This is the Countdown to Kickoff show. A little bit of an unusual circumstance for the visiting Eisenhower Eagles tonight. Their head coach, Eric Jackson, who's been there for quite a while, is unable to make it to tonight's game. So, in his place will be a couple of his assistants basically serving as a head coach, and if one of those is kind of going to make more decisions than the other, then it would be Brandon Perkins. Brandon Perkins and his fellow assistant coach Goodwin are going to be calling the shots for the Eisenhower Eagles tonight. So it wasn't the usual routine, didn't get a chance to talk to Coach Goodwin or Coach Perkins, but what we can tell you about these Eisenhower Eagles is that they played 7 games last year. They played a 6-game regular season, all of those games against district opponents, and they went 3-4, and they lost in the by-district round, so they finished their season at 3-4. And what they have going for them is an outstanding quarterback who ran and passed for 1,500 yards, which doesn't sound like a lot unless you think, okay, well, he did that in 7 games, which is pretty good. And we'll be calling his name a lot during this ball game tonight. We will step aside and be back with more of the Countdown to Kickoff show. I'm Roger Smith with you for Marshall and Eisenhower, and this little reminder for you on Friday night, which is tomorrow, and what a great day it will be. We will be right back here at Hall Stadium and watch the Hightower Hurricanes under new head coach Cornelius Anthony taking on the Bush Broncos of the man with the Super Bowl champions ring, Alan Aldridge, who's the head coach of those Bush Broncos. And then on Saturday night, it is Kempner unveiling their new offense against the Dulles Vikings, who are going to be doing things a little bit differently offensively themselves. All right, so we will give you the Countdown to Kickoff show before those games as well. It'll be great. Glad you're here. It's going to be a big season. 39 regular season broadcasts coming your way over an 11-week span. I'm Roger Smith, and we'll be right back.
Hello fans, this is Bradley Stavanaugh with Needville Insurance. We know Fort Bend County. I'm a 4th generation resident of Fort Bend. I'm your local, hometown, trusted agent. With over 30 carriers and 9 auto insurance carriers, we shop the insurance for you. We know insurance is hard. We know it's
Welcome back to the Countdown to Kickoff show as we get you ready for Eisenhower and your Marshall Buffs on VypeFortBend.com. Here to introduce himself and the rest of our officiating crew is our referee,
Anthony Davis. At umpire is Andy Kirkpatrick. Head linesman, headline judge now is Jim Lyon. Line judge, Jim Beauchamp. Back judge, Cato Davis. Side judge, Clay Panova. And field judge, Christian Sparks.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Davis. And I'm so old. I've been loving high school football so long that to me, Anthony Davis is not a basketball player. It's the guy that won the Heisman for USC. I think, did he win the Heisman or not?
I think it was the Heisman. I can't remember the year, but I want to say either late 70s, early 80s, maybe, somewhere around there.
I know 74 and 75 was Archie Griffin. 76 was Tony Dorsett. And I'm not even sure if, actually, John Capoletti won it in 73. We've killed enough time with this. I thank you. You did a great job, though. Anthony Davis, have a good game tonight and stay hydrated, for God's sake.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, we'll be back and talk to James Williams, the head coach of your Marshall Buffs, the highly ranked Marshall Buffs, on VypeFortBend.com.
Hello fans, this is Bradley Stavanaugh with Needville Insurance. We know Fort Bend County. I'm a 4th generation resident of Fort Bend. I'm your local, hometown, trusted agent. With over 30 carriers and 9 auto insurance carriers, we shop the insurance for you. We know insurance is hard. We know it's complicated. We make it easy for you. We have Spanish speakers here available for you. Call us at 979-793-7411 or NeedvilleInsurance.com. Once again, call us 979-793-7411.
You remember their first steps. First time they rode a bike without training wheels, first school dance, and now first year they're driving to school. First Tire and Auto is a family business, and they remember all those first too. There's a store just minutes away from your house or the school, so be the first to claim your discounts on oil changes and more. Head to the website firsttireandauto.com. First Tire and Automotive, a proud sponsor of Fort Bend Vype Sports. Make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All 4 stores open on Saturday. FirstTireandAuto.com.
Welcome back to the Countdown to Kickoff show, and this is game number 1 of a 39-game broadcast schedule over the next 11 weeks. This is VypeFortBend.com. Time to visit with James Williams of Marshall. I visited with you recently for our preview show, and you're excited about your team, and that's always with good reason. But for what it's worth, the pollsters really like your team too. Were you surprised to see your team so high? I mean, like right at the summit, or maybe in the second position in the polls?
First of all, thanks for having me on here. Thanks for covering our game. It's always a pleasure to have you guys here. Are we surprised? I like to say no, because that's the standard we want to be every year. That's what we work for. These guys have earned it. The guys before them have earned it as well. So it's good to see. Even though we don't pay that much of close attention to it, it's nice. But we tell the guys we're going to focus on each week and get better each week. But it's definitely a blessing to be in that situation.
Is there a particular sophomore that's on your team that has not played at the varsity level yet that you are most anxious to see what he can do out here tonight against Eisenhower?
Hey, great question. We don't have as many sophomores up on varsity as we did last year, but we definitely have a few up there, and one of them that comes to mind is Jared Howard. He's a running back we have, and good young players, get some experience today and get in there. He did a great job in our scrimmage last week, so he'll be one that will definitely get opportunity. And just thinking across the board, we're actually a pretty good senior, junior heavy team this year.
Well, I know that you probably don't know too much about Eisenhower, and really I don't either. I think they only had one scrimmage, and they had 7 games last year instead of the usual, it would have been a 10-game regular season. It was 6 regular season and then 1 playoff game. What can you tell us about Eisenhower?
Well, they're a typical Eisenhower team. They're very athletic, they're very fast, they're physical. A lot of similarities. So what we have as well over here. So they're a big 6A school. We like to play 6A schools, even with our schedule of 5A first couple games, and we expect a good match. We expect those guys to come after us and be physical and be aggressive.
All right, James Williams, one more question for you. Is there anything that one of your players has said, not necessarily talking to you or even one of your assistants, but maybe that you overheard either this evening or during the week of practice, that tells you they are really ready to start the season?
That's a good question, but because the answer is there's not one thing, because every day. These guys are so focused in. These guys want it real bad. Our leader at quarterback right now, Jacoby Banks, is an ultimate leader, and every day he's literally fighting in practice, competing in practice to get better. So really, is it one thing they've said? No, not really. It's literally every day, and their actions. I always tell them their mouths and the words they say is not as strong as your actions and how you practice and prepare, and these guys are prepared well.
All right. Thanks for being with us. And, of course, we'll be bugging you throughout the year, and I hope you don't mind. And then we'll talk to you through the month of December as well.
Let's definitely do December. I like that.
All right. We'll be back with a kickoff. Roger Smith here on VypeFortBend.com. It's Marshall and Eisenhower. Don't go away.
Hi, this is Mariela
and Melina coming to you from Nick's Italian Restaurant, where you can come and try one of our house specialties, the Nick's Shrimp, or one of our chicken pistachios. Not in the mood for food, you can also try one of our savory desserts like our homemade tiramisu or cannoli.
We're located on FM 1464, just north of Austin High School.
Can't dine in? You can call ahead at 346-401-1546 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Or you can hit us on one of the major delivery platforms, Uber, Grubhub, or DoorDash.
We look forward to seeing you here at Nick's Italian Restaurant, where our family gets bigger every time you stop by.
You are the master of the multi. And we mean everything. We take care of you, so you can take care of business. Office Depot Office Max. Taking care of business.
Get ready. Saving starts with Xfinity. Because when you get Xfinity Internet and mobile together, you can save up to $400 a year on your wireless bill over AT&T. Enjoy fast, reliable internet at home and nationwide 5G on the go, included at no extra cost. That means you can connect to everything you love, whether you're a next-level gaming aficionado, an online shopping mastermind, or crushing that research project. So go ahead, stream on all your devices or video chat from anywhere and save hundreds while doing it, because saving starts with Xfinity. Get Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Plus, add Xfinity Mobile and ask how to get an eligible 5G phone on us. And for a limited time, $300 back. Don't miss out. Go to Xfinity.com/start saving. Call 1-800-XFINITY or visit a store today. Internet offer ends 9/30/21 and requires paperless billing and autopay. Restrictions apply. New Performance Starter Plus Internet customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Savings based on optimized pricing. Actual savings may vary.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
You remember their first steps. First time they rode a bike without training wheels, first school dance, and now first year they're driving to school. First Tire and Auto is a family business, and they remember all those first too. There's a store just minutes away from your house or the school, so be the first to claim your discounts on oil changes and more. Head to the website firsttireandauto.com. First Tire and Automotive, a proud sponsor of Fort Bend Vype Sports. Make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All 4 stores open on Saturday. firsttireandauto.com.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, from Hall Stadium, the Star-Spangled Banner. All right, the Marshall Buffs are ready to go from Hall Stadium, and we'll have the coin toss shortly, and we'll be able to tell you who gets the ball first. But we've got the starting lineups on both offense and defense for your Marshall Buffs, and we will share those with you right now. The receivers on offense, Rundrick Dudley. Also, when they need an F-back or a tight end, that's Jeffrey McWilliams, and also Chris Marshall and Jayon Johnson. They have several quality receivers, so the same guys won't be playing all the time. They'll rotate a lot of them in and out. Coach James Williams talked about the strength of his offensive line. He's very happy with it. The tackles are Anthony Chapman and Camden Williams. At guards, it's Christian Williams and Jerron Wallace, and Demetrius Charles, kind of the newcomer to the unit. He is the center and wears number 60. Their main running back starting is Aaron McGowan, and the quarterback Jacoby Banks. He is coming into his own, and he is ready to show out as a junior and lead this team. He played a lot last year, but he didn't play a lot of quarterback. But now the job is his, and he is very confident that he can lead the Buffs up and down the field. He's got a good passing arm, but he doesn't have to use it a whole lot. They have the great speed, of course. That is their signature. Lawrence Tillman is one of the captains for your Buffs tonight out at the middle of the field. Also Donovan Jackson, as well as Andreas Phillips Purvis And also one of their big guys up front, Christian Williams, whose name has already been given when we gave you the starting lineups on offense. Now on defense for your Marshall Buffs, the defensive ends are Logan Granville and Godfrey Johnson. The defensive tackle is Lawrence Tillman, and the one designated as nose tackle is Corell Harris. The linebacker unit is big, fast, and they can hit you hard. Caleb Cossey, Jordan Sample, and Adari Halsey, also known as AJ. So I think I'm going to call him AJ Halsey this year. And at cornerback, Chris Stevens and Matt Patterson. And the strong safety is Jacoby Strong White, so it'll be easy for me to remember which position he plays. And the free safety is Jacoby Chester. Well, Marshall has won the toss, or actually Eisenhower won the toss, but they decided to defer, and so they will kick off. I'm a little rusty. This is the first game. They are going to kick off, and they will kick off from north to south. That is to say, from left to right on your web radio dial as we get this 2021 season underway. We get it underway on time, game starting in August, like they're supposed to. Last year we had to wait until, I believe it was September 29th before we even did an event of any kind, and I can't even remember if it was a football game or a volleyball match. Rundrick Dudley is one of the guys back to receive the kick. And also it's Terrence Fontenot back there too. The ball is up on the tee, and for Eisenhower to kick it off, it is Jose Rosas, the junior. The ball right in the middle of the field at the 40-yard line. We are ready to rock from Hall Stadium, where just about all of the games that we bring you will be played this year. That is until the playoffs, and we hope we follow several Fort Bend teams on a long playoff road. Rosas with the short kickoff, fielded at the 20 by Rundrick Dudley, up the middle between the hash marks. He's got daylight, he's across the 40, and finally brought down at the 43-yard line. That's a good place to start for the Marshall Buffs. Tyler Bowski, senior fullback on special teams, made the stop on Rundrick Dudley. So Jacoby Banks did not wear number 1 on his jersey before, but that is his number now. Aaron McGowan joins him in the backfield. And the Buffs start with a 4-receiver set. You have that big physical offensive line. You can tell from here they're a lot bigger than the Eisenhower defensive line. Dropping back is Banks, stands strong, steps up, looks down the field, still has it, and throws late and over the middle and makes the catch. That's a big gain for Marshall inside the 20 and going all the way for a touchdown. It's Chris Marshall. Not the man for whom the school was named, obviously, but, you know, he's going to make a big name for himself. He already has in only his second season of football. Chris Marshall with a long touchdown pass, and it went 57 yards on the first play. Coming on to kick the extra point, Miguel Diaz for the Marshall Buffs. The holder is Jordan Davis. Right-footed kicker is Diaz, gets it up in the air, and he hooks it, but it's inside the post on the left, and it's good. 7-0 Marshall. 11:36 to go in the first quarter. I'm Roger Smith. We'll be back on VypeFortBend.com.
Hello fans, this is Bradley Stabenow with Needville Insurance. We know Fort Bend County. I'm a 4th-generation resident of Fort Bend. I'm your local, hometown, trusted agent. With over 30 carriers and 9 auto insurance carriers, we shop the insurance for you. We know insurance is hard. We know it's complicated. We make it easy for you. We have Spanish speakers here available for you. Call us at 979-793-7411 or NeedvilleInsurance.com. Once again, call us 979-793-7411.
So I was going to give you the Archer Volkswagen keys to victory tonight for Eisenhower because the Eagles are certainly the underdogs in this game. And, well, that's kind of been blown out of the water, at least one of the keys to victory, because I was going to say they really need to score first. And Marshall, on its first offensive play, went 57 yards for a touchdown to Chris Marshall. And so that key to victory has kind of gone down the storm drain, if you know what I mean. But if Eisenhower wants to stay in this ball game, when they get the ball on offense, they need to keep it for a long time. They don't want their defense to get tired chasing after those speedy Marshall ball handling position players. Now the kickoff by Andreas Phillips Purvis. It is a short one, comes down to the 15-yard line, and Eisenhower returning and up to the 25, taking a hard right turn and getting no farther than that to set them up at the 25-yard line to begin this ball game. Returning that opening kickoff, Mario Johnson, senior wide receiver. So as we mentioned before, the Marshall defense is tough. They're physical. They will rough you up and then they'll outrun you. And all the speed is not on offense. They have a lot of guys who can run sideline to sideline on defense and really pursue. Ryan Niblett is the quarterback for the Aldine Eisenhower Eagles. He's a very dynamic athlete, but he's not going to take the first snap. It's actually someone else. Zacchaeus Henry. Zacchaeus Henry took the first snap and he threw a little hitch pass over to the left over the head of his intended receiver, Joseph Albright. So it's 2nd down and 10 for the Eisenhower Eagles. Let's see, I'm just going to do something from memory. The first high school in the Aldine ISD was obviously Aldine, the Mustangs, and then the MacArthur Generals, and I believe Eisenhower was the 3rd high school in Aldine ISD. There's a handoff up the middle, but not a lot of traffic, openings in the traffic there. And that was the guy who returned the opening kickoff, Mario Johnson. And he gets only 3, and that's going to bring up 3rd down and 7 yards to go. And we'll see if Marshall will unleash a pass rush, or maybe Eisenhower might figure out some kind of running play that would enable them to get the first down yardage. They need to get to their 36-yard line to convert. Henry fakes it on a draw play, rolls to the right, throws near the sideline, and it's incomplete off the fingertips of Ryan Niblett. Niblett was supposed to be the quarterback, according to a lot of preseason prognostications, but they put him out at wide receiver. That pass intended for him, but it's incomplete, and it's a 3 and out. You know, the Office Depot on Southwest Freeway at Williams Trace takes care of business, and the Buffs defense took care of business on this first possession, already with a 7-0 lead. They're going to get the ball back for the offense, we presume. And Niblett is the punting specialist for Eisenhower. Coming onto the field here late for the Marshall Buffs is Jared Howard, and we got a little something to say about him. We expect to see him at running back during this game tonight. It's a good snap, and Niblett gets it away, a little bit of backspin on it, and the punt taken, but not much of return right at the 47-yard line. Dropped right there is Rundrick Dudley. Good hustle down the field. Dion DeBlanc, a freshman, comes down on special teams and makes the tackle. It's 7-0. The Marshall defense on top. I say the Marshall Buffs are on top. And this time they get it again with very good field position. They got it at their own 43 last time. Now they have it at their 47. And we'll see if it takes them longer than one play to score. Aaron McGowan still in there at running back. Jacoby Banks sends Chris Marshall in motion from right to left, drops back. Here comes a late blitz. He steps up and avoids it. He's got plenty of running room across the 50, the 40, the 30, near sideline, still going inside the 20 and pushed out inside the 15-yard line. You know, that's the perfect timing that you want from a quarterback. Bryce Foster, by the way, probably saved a touchdown for Eisenhower, bumping Banks out. But that's a huge gain.
Chased out of bounds by number 16, Ridley.
34-yard gain for Jacoby Banks on his first running attempt of the game. Now here's a handoff, and going left is Aaron McGowan. Great blocking inside the 5, bounces off a tackler and goes into the end zone, standing up, leaving a couple more tacklers in his wake. Dion DeBlanc and Amarian Hobbs both got a shot at him, but by that time his momentum was so strong at the 1-yard line, there was no way they were going to keep him out of the end zone. And it's a touchdown for Aaron McGowan on the power sweep to the left. And it comes from 19 yards out. So coming on is Miguel Diaz to try and add another extra point. Marshall with a 2-play scoring drive that went 53 yards, and the kick is up, and it's good. 14-0 Marshall, and we're not even 2 minutes into this game. Roger Smith with you on VypeFortBend.com. We'll be back.
You remember their first steps. First time they rode a bike without training wheels, first school dance, and now first year they're driving to school. First Tire and Auto is a family business, and they remember all those first too. There's a store just minutes away from your house or the school, so be the first to claim your discounts on oil changes and more. Head to the website firsttireandauto.com. First Tire and Automotive, a proud sponsor of Fort Bend Vype Sports. Make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All 4 stores open on Saturday. firsttireandauto.com.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
Number 80, Phillips Purvis back to kick for the Buffaloes.
There's the kickoff. The Marshall Buffs kicking it off for the 3rd time tonight already before 2 minutes of clock time have run off here at Hall Stadium. It depends on the poll that you look at, but the Marshall Buffs are ranked either number 1 or number 2 in the polls. And so they made it to the state championship football game in 2018 and 2019, and Aledo was just too good, denying the championship to the Buffs each time. And in the round of 8 in the playoffs last year, they lost to Crosby, but they are on a mission to get back to AT&T Stadium and get the victory. There are flags that come in on the first play from scrimmage after the kickoff by Eisenhower, and I think one of the Marshall Buffs jumped, and we'll see if our referee's microphone works. That's Anthony Davis. Yes, it was offside on the Marshall Buffs. And turn it on there, Mr. Davis. Let's see how it sounds. We always like to give you the best sound. We like to hear from the ref. Now he's turning it on. Well, I guess his microphone is not working. We'll hope it works next time, but of course we'll hope there are not a whole bunch of penalties in this game.
5-yard penalty against Marshall brings up 1st and 5.
I think the guy that darted across there was Logan Granville. So here we go with Zacchaeus Henry. He is not short like the Zacchaeus in the Bible. He takes the snap and he hands it off straight up the middle. 1-yard gain, that's it for Mario Johnson. A little spin move, but there was just a mass of big black jerseys. By the way, the Marshall Buffs wearing the home black jerseys with the UCLA-type striping in gold across the shoulders. And they wear the bright gold helmets with the large black capital letter M.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And the gold pants with the black and white stripes along the sides. And Ike's color scheme is very much the same, but they've got the white jerseys on tonight. They do have a series of decorations down the side. And there goes Mario Johnson trying to get around the corner, and he does make a good move to get to the 30, but coming up to make a hard hit. Oh, Chris Stevens is not a big dude, but he lit him up pretty good there.
Stevens brings up 3rd down and 2.
So it's going to be 3rd down and 2. Because of that penalty for offsides, it's not going to be too tough. In fact, let's call it 3rd down and 3. Well, I'm saying it's not going to be too tough with regard to down and distance, but it is going to be tough as far as going up against the Marshall defense. And now there's an I formation and a handoff to the bigger back over the left tackle. I think he's short of the 1st down. And they handed it off to Malachi Darby. He normally plays linebacker, but when they have short yardage situations, they go with him. And I think he's a yard short of the 1st down. But I think they might bring the sticks out. This might be the first time this year.
Darby, good ball for the Eagles. 1st down.
Actually, they eyeballed it and said he got the 1st down. I'm not so sure, but I'm not on the chain gang and I'm not wearing a striped shirt. By the way, be with us on Friday night. It'll be the Hightower Hurricanes in their first game under their new head coach, Cornelius Anthony, taking on the Bush Broncos of head coach Alan Aldridge. And the Bush Broncos really love to run the football. They're not really set at quarterback, but they're not expecting to throw the ball a whole lot this year. Hightower is loaded with talent. Dropping back is Henry. Quick release pass. Pass is tipped off the hands of the first intended receiver, and it goes into the unintended receiver, Malachi Darby, who catches it for a 7-yard gain, making an 8-yard gain to the 41-yard line of Eisenhower. So that went off the hands of Niblett, who was lined up over on the left side. Pass too hot to handle, but it worked out for Eisenhower, and they have a 2nd down and 2. And they send Darby in motion from right to left. Henry with 4 wide receivers to look at, swings it out of there. Mario Johnson takes the swing pass and gets close to the 1st down marker and hit hard after a gain of 2. It depends on where they spot it. I'm just not sure if he has it. Somebody's helmet came off for the Marshall Buffs. That was Mike Patterson. So I don't know if he got the harder hit or if it was Caleb Cossey. But what I do know is that Mike Patterson is going to have to come off the field for at least one play, and they eyeballed it again, and they said that Mario Johnson did make it past the yard line that he needed to get the 1st down, and so they move the sticks, the second 1st down of the game for Eisenhower. 7:08 to go in the 1st quarter. Marshall leading 14-0. They've only run 3 offensive plays. 2 of them were touchdowns, and a whistle before the snap as Niblett moved out from his wide receiver position and stopped in the backfield and took the ball on a delay, but whistles were already blowing by the time he got the ball in his hands. So I mentioned it on Friday night. Tomorrow night we have Hightower against Bush, 6:45 countdown to kickoff show. And on Saturday night, it's the Dulles Vikings and the Kempner Cougars. Kempner is not lining up in the flex bone anymore. Speaking of formations, empty backfield for the first time for Eisenhower. And there's a give to Johnson on the jet sweep, and he turns it up inside the tackles, made a very quick cut. And he takes it forward for 2 yards. Marshall's Lawrence Tillman there to fill the hole.
Johnson for the Eagles.
2nd down and 8. And this is one of those keys to victory if Eisenhower can avoid getting down too far. They need to maintain a nice long drive and keep the Buffs offense off the field. There's a flag. They let them play on, and there is a long pass by Henry, and it is just off the fingertips of Niblett, who had a step on his man at the 10-yard line. He had run past Jacoby Chester, and we'll see what the flag is going to be. Hopefully we will hear the voice of Anthony Davis, who appeared on our Countdown to Kickoff show. Well, he gave the signal of offsides against the Buffs, and it'll be a 5-yard penalty to make it, let's see, 2nd down, and it's going to be 2nd down and 3. So Eisenhower sticking to the keys to victory, brought to you by Archer Volkswagen, and maintaining a good, solid, long drive, taking good care of the football. Fake to Johnson, and then trying to get to his right, but cannot get out of the backfield is the quarterback. That's Zacchaeus Henry.
Quarterback keep by number 11.
It does not work right there.
So, third down.
Third down and 6 yards to go for these Eisenhower Eagles. And I have a feeling they might, if they come up short of the stick that they need, if it's not a big loss on third down, they might just go ahead and go for it. What do they have to lose? Zacchaeus Henry in the spread formation. 4-man front for your Marshall Buffs. There goes Niblett in motion to the left. They look over there, fake the pass. There goes Henry, but he can't get out of the backfield for more than a 1-yard gain. Caleb Cossey was spying on him, and he just followed him the whole way. The Marshall defense was not fooled whatsoever.
Number 9, Cossey.
So it looks like Eisenhower will, however, I had speculated that they might not punt the football if they had 4th and reasonable, and they do have 4th and just short of 5 yards to go, but they're going to go ahead and punt. Niblett takes the snap. It's a good one, and it's off the side of his foot. Very bad punt. Goes out of bounds at the Marshall 40-yard line. So that's going to be a punt that only travels 13 yards.
Gives the ball to Marshall. 1st and 10.
So Marshall gets the ball back. Their offense has already put up 14 points, but they've been efficient. They've only run 3 plays.
Spectators from standing and loitering in the aisles or the concourse area between the lower and the upper stands. All spectators are asked to move into the seating area and out of the aisles and concourse.
There are going to be 2 backs in the backfield alongside the quarterback Jacoby Banks on this third possession.
Your cooperation is appreciated.
One of them is Jared Howard. And they give it to Jared Howard on the first play, running around the left side, and he goes out of bounds after a pickup of 4, maybe 5. Making the tackle for Eisenhower, Malachi Darby. And Jared Howard has a future, an awesome future. And Comcast and Xfinity are the future of awesome. So keep an eye on Jared Howard, just a sophomore. There aren't a whole lot of sophomores on this very talented Marshall team. They're kind of junior heavy. On second down, Banks play action pass, in trouble in the backfield, runs it up the middle, gets what he can, and that's only back to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he might have lost a yard, so it's going to be 3rd down and a long 7 for the Marshall Buffs defense. This is the first time this year, this year, because this game is the first game of the year. It's the first time this year that they've had a possession where it took them more than 2 plays to get into the end zone. Now they go back with the formation they used on their first 2 possessions. Aaron McGowan in the backfield. In motion, Rundrick Dudley. And the fake. And a give up the middle, or a keeper up the middle, and a first down run down to the Eisenhower 40-yard line. A quick pickup of 17 yards by Jacoby Banks.
Quarterback keep by number 1, Banks. Good enough for Marshall.
It was the fake to McGowan, and that held the linebackers in a little bit of a hesitation position. If you just joined us, you've missed a lot. Chris Marshall on the first play from scrimmage caught a pass where Banks scrambled smartly and let go of it. And all the way for a touchdown went Chris Marshall. And here's a swing pass in the left flat. Incomplete off the hands of Jaden Johnson. Should have had that one. Just kind of took off before he really had the football secured. 2nd down and 10 from the 41-yard line of the Eisenhower Eagles. This is the debut of VypeFortBend.com football. And the Marshall Buffs looking just as good as advertised so far with a lead of 14-0. Roger Smith with you, and the broadcast team tomorrow night when we have Hightower and Bush is going to be yours truly, along with Bryant Nabufe, a former pro athlete. There is the give to McGowan going around the left side. He's hit after he gets about 3 yards past the line of scrimmage. Keeps on struggling down to the 35. That's a pickup of 6 yards. And it'll bring up a third down and a long 3. In the process of making the tackle, Malachi Darby lost his helmet. So he goes to the sidelines for one play. He's replaced by Jonathan Corbin.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Todd Harris, a member of the staff at Sugarland Middle School, doing the PA announcing tonight. Big help to us, promoting our broadcast. Rolling to the right after a play fake is Banks. Throws in the flat to Marshall for a first down. Got it at the 25. Stepped out of bounds, 11-yard gain, and it's a first down. You know, that is a first down.
To number 4, Marshall. Chased out of bounds by number 3, Niblett. Good enough for a Marshall. First down.
As I said, that is a first down, and think of First Tire and Automotive for all your car care needs. Check out their 4 locations in Fort Bend County or go to firsttireandauto.com. There was a dead ball foul. A flag came out after that play was over, and it's going to be some kind of non-contact foul, unsportsmanlike conduct, but it might be offsetting penalties because it doesn't look like the officials are walking anything off. There were several players assembled over there near the far sideline, just inside that point. Okay, well, Anthony Davis just signaled that it's unsportsmanlike conduct against Eisenhower. It's not offsetting penalties, and so that will move the ball closer to the goal line. It's at the 25, so that'll be half the distance, moving it down to the 12.5. It'll be 1st and 10 from there for the Marshall Buffs, who are looking to score a 3rd touchdown at least before we get out of the first quarter. They've been scoring a lot of touchdowns, and so the flag crew is working hard, running up and down the field. And Janai Williams, daughter of head coach James Williams, is one of those flag carriers. More on that in just a moment. Banks takes the snap, fakes a handoff, goes straight up the middle into the end zone for a touchdown. 13 yards away, Jacoby Banks with a touchdown run.
Run by number 1, Jacoby Banks for a Marshall touchdown.
Well, that was easy as you please, but as I said before, Janai Williams, who's a member of the state championship Marshall girls track team, is going to be one of those on the flag crew. They'll run down the field as soon as we get the extra point from Miguel Diaz. And speaking of family, that is our Nick's Italian Restaurant family connection. Remember, the Nick's family gets bigger every time you stop by. And that's the family connection. Janai Williams and her mates now running down the field with the flags that spell out Buffs. The extra point kicked by Diaz is good. 3 minutes exactly to go in the first quarter. And Marshall leads it by a score of 21-0. You're listening to VypeFortBend.com.
Hi, this is Mariela
and Melina coming to you from Nick's Italian Restaurant, where you can come and try one of our house specialties, the Nick's Shrimp, or one of our chicken pistachios. Not in the mood for food, you can also try one of our savory desserts like our homemade tiramisu or cannoli.
We're located on FM 1464, just north of Austin High School.
Can't dine in? You can call ahead at 346-401-1546 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Or you can hit us on one of the major delivery platforms, Uber, Grubhub, or DoorDash.
We look forward to seeing you here at Nick's Italian Restaurant, where our family gets bigger every time you stop by.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
Receives the kick and brings it back, brought down by number 20, Carter brings up first down, Eagles.
Demarion Cooper with the best run back of a kickoff tonight by the Eisenhower Eagles. Gets it out to the 38-yard line, and that's where the Eagles will start a new possession. Demarion Cooper, good-looking sophomore defensive back. Marshall looking sharp thus far, and they have not taxed their defense too much. Now we got a bigger presence in the backfield. And Henry swings a pass out and gets it to Darby, but Darby, while powerful, is not very quick, and he is unable to avoid the fast pursuing Marshall defense.
Number 10, Darby, brought down by number 9,
Cossey in on the tackle along with Godfrey Johnson.
And number 99,
and that was actually a loss of half a yard, so it's second down and 10.5. Our Saturday night game from Hall Stadium coming your way at 5:45 with a countdown to kickoff show, Dulles and Kempner. And it'll be myself along with Patrick Kinnick bringing you the play-by-play. Before this play can get snapped, there is movement. And I think on the right side of the Buffs defensive line, they jumped across. Lawrence Tillman and or Godfrey Johnson stepping across. By the way, I want to thank my quality assistant, who at this point is the mystery man. I don't know his name. Outstanding quality assistant. I have turned down my crowd mic a little bit. Thank you for the tip. And also, if you would please give me your name, because I like to give credit where credit is due. Helping us make sure that we sound good for you on VypeFortBend.com. Mario Johnson in the backfield. Henry fakes it to him, runs the naked bootleg around the right side, and he was naked with the door open, if you know what I mean, because that did not fool the Marshall defense. He went right and only picked up a couple of yards on the tackle. Jacoby Strong White, the strong safety.
For a short gain, brings up third down.
It is a very humid night here at Hall Stadium. Trey Grubb. Thank you, Trey Grubb, quality assistant. You're doing a great job. You know, you might have been my quality assistant in the past, and I just didn't know because you didn't identify yourself. You're my unseen, unnamed hero. A run over the left side and a first down run for the Eisenhower Eagles as Ryan Niblett runs like a Texas tornado and gets 3 more yards than he needed. Takes the ball down to the Marshall 47-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from there. And I believe that is the first time that Eisenhower has had a first down inside Buffs territory. By the way, we're in Texas. I did say naked bootleg. I should have said naked. Nekkid, naked as in bootleg. Here's a double pass. Niblett trying to get rid of it, but here comes the defense. He's going to pull it down and run, and he gets a gain of just 3 yards. A lot of sound and fury signifying nothing. It did not fool the Marshall defense, who didn't let any receiver get behind them, and Logan Granville finished off the tackle to make it 2nd down and 7.
It'll be 2nd down, Eagles.
Great discipline on the part of the Marshall defense. Toyas Rainey, their defensive coordinator, did a great job. And, you know, it's trickeration that can take a team like Eisenhower that's really outmanned and enable them to get some scores that they wouldn't otherwise get.
Is not given the applause that they usually deserve, so put your hands together for the athletic administration of both schools.
That's the end of the first quarter. 21-0, Marshall on top. We'll take a break and be back. This is Roger Smith with you on VypeFortBend.com.
Get ready. Saving starts with Xfinity. Because when you get Xfinity Internet and mobile together, you can save up to $400 a year on your wireless bill over AT&T. Enjoy fast, reliable internet at home and nationwide 5G on the go, included at no extra cost. That means you can connect to everything you love, whether you're a next-level gaming aficionado, an online shopping mastermind, or crushing that research project. So go ahead, stream on all your devices or video chat from anywhere and save hundreds while doing it, because saving starts with Xfinity. Get Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Plus, add Xfinity Mobile and ask how to get an eligible 5G phone on us. And for a limited time, $300 back. Don't miss out. Go to Xfinity.com/start saving. Call 1-800-XFINITY or visit a store today. Internet offer ends 9/30/21 and requires paperless billing and autopay. Restrictions apply. New Performance Starter Plus Internet customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Savings based on optimized pricing. Actual savings may vary.
All right, here we go with the second quarter. Eisenhower with a second down and 7 yards from the 44-yard line of the Marshall Buffs, but the Eagles are trailing your Buffs 21-0. Zacchaeus Henry takes the snap, hands it up the middle to Super Mario Johnson, the senior who's listed as a wide receiver, but they've got him at running back, and he's been getting most of the carries tonight.
Number 28, Johnson, the ball carrier, brought down by number 99.
And that's a pickup of 3 more to bring up a third down and a long 4 yards against the Marshall Buffs. I would really like to check out the weather so I can tell you just how warm it is here at Hall Stadium. Third down and 4. Henry turns around and says a little something to his running back, Johnson. Takes the snap, claps his hands together, looks to the right, now pulls it down. He's looking for running room, and he's hit, and he picks up 2 more yards. So that's going to leave them 2 yards shy of the first down on 4th down. And it will be decision time, and I think they might bring in that bull elephant backfield and try and pick up 2 yards and keep this possession going. Yep, I see that the guy who's kind of in the Mike Allstott or Daryl Johnston position is Omar Solis. They give it to the second man through, and over the left they go. That's Darby diving forward and gets the first down. That moves the sticks, a 4-yard pickup to the 35 of Marshall.
Carried by number 10, Darby, good enough for an Eagle.
Jacoby Strong-White come up, and he cut his legs out from under him, but his momentum was going forward, and that is a first down. We have a heavy presence of local media in Hall Stadium tonight. There is a Daniel Gotera sighting. He's with Channel 11, and now they give it to Darby up the middle on 1st and 10, and he picks up 4. And so the Eisenhower offensive line has really been persevering out there. Even though they are down 21-0, they have been able to open up some holes and maintain possession. In fact, the time of possession in this first quarter favors, in the first quarter, which ended a couple of minutes ago, it favors the Eisenhower Eagles. Now they maintain that I formation, 2nd down and 3, and there's the give to Darby. He's met immediately before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing. Chris Stevens in there mixing it up with the big boys along with Jacoby Chester, and it's no gain. It'll be 3rd down and a long 3. In fact, they backed him up a yard. 3rd down and 4 to come for Eisenhower as they try and finish off a drive against these Marshall Buffs. Marshall won its first game in a shutout last year. That was against the Elkins Knights. They won the game 7-0. Shocking in a couple of ways. Bootleg, there goes Henry. He's got first down yardage and more. Zigging and zagging near the sideline. Gets out at the 21-yard line. It's a pickup of 9, and it moves the sticks. That's a first down. Think of First Tire and Automotive. For all your car care needs, check them out at firsttireandauto.com.
Eagles, first down.
So the ball is on the right hash mark, and Eisenhower has not thrown a forward pass yet. Actually, they have. They threw a forward pass for an incompletion. It was just a very short pass intended for a receiver who was only 2 yards down the field. They did throw one sideways pass and wanted to throw another one down the field, but the Marshall defense was ready. Fake to Mario Johnson. Up the middle goes Zacchaeus Henry, and he takes it down 4 yards to the 16. And we know Marshall Buffs teams are always very well conditioned, but it's very warm out here tonight. In fact, it is so warm. How warm is it? Well, it is so warm that my iPhone can't remember where the little tab to get the weather information is. And that's hot. Didn't mean to go all, what's her name on you. There is a jet sweep going right. Good yardage inside the 5, still going. And it's Joseph Albright, who came from the left side of the field to the right, grabbed the ball, and he looked like he was very anxious to do something with it, and he took it all the way down to the 2-yard line. It's 1st and goal from right there for the Eisenhower Eagles. Where is my weather thing? There it is. It's 88 degrees in Sugar Land, but we're in Missouri City. So hopefully it'll tell me how much different it is in Missouri City very soon. Quarterback sneak by Henry. Big push by his offensive line, and he's in for a touchdown. 2-yard touchdown run for Eisenhower. Zacchaeus Henry. He scores from 2 yards away. 8:04 to go in this first half. On to add the extra points for Eisenhower, Jose Rosas. Holding for him is Jonathan Corbin. And the kick is up, looks good, and it is good. We have a new score. Marshall 21 and the Eisenhower Eagles 7 will return on VypeFortBend.com.
Hi, this is Mariela
and Melina coming to you from Nick's Italian Restaurant, where you can come and try one of our house specialties, the Nick's Shrimp, or one of our chicken pistachios. Not in the mood for food, you can also try one of our savory desserts like our homemade tiramisu or cannoli.
We're located on FM 1464, just north of Austin High School.
Can't dine in? You can call ahead at 346-401-1546 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Or you can hit us on one of the major delivery platforms, Uber, Grubhub, or DoorDash.
We look forward to seeing you here at Nick's Italian Restaurant, where our family gets bigger every time you stop by.
This month's food tonight is provided by Honore's Cajun Cafe, a proud sponsor of Fort Bend ISD Athletics. Stop by for a wide variety of Cajun classics and enjoy the great food and atmosphere for the whole family.
Want to give 2 special salutes to you. First of all, I want to congratulate my good friend Richard Gregor. And I'm really not sure if I ever pronounced his last name correctly. I heard him say it, and it sounded a little differently than I had said it. But he was one of the assistant athletic directors for many years in Fort Bend ISD as the district head athletic trainer, and he hopefully is enjoying his retirement. Good for you, Richard. You did many wonderful things for, well, I guess literally thousands of student athletes over the years in Fort Bend ISD. And we want to welcome his replacement, Amy Marietta. It's either Amy Maratta or Amy Marietta. I've seen it spelled 2 different ways. You know, one of them was like the quarterback, Marietta. So the kickoff, by the way, great job by Jose Rosas. He boots it into the end zone, and Marshall leaves it alone. So it'll be brought out to the 25-yard line of the Buffs. It's 86 degrees in Missouri City. Hey, how about that? It's 2 degrees cooler here than it is in Sugar Land. You know, people pay a lot of money for a really good sauna. All you have to do is come out here to Hall Stadium. It's been a hot one, and it remains a hot one even now that the sun is down. Out in the sticks down Highway 6 in Missouri City, and that's a little honor to Dusty Hill of ZZ Top, who passed away this summer. Jacoby Banks fakes a handoff, throws down the near sideline. Marshall tries to make the catch, and it goes off his one hand. Excellent defense there, I have to say, by Ryan Niblett, stride for stride with the much taller Chris Marshall, who tried to make a one-hand catch because there was a little hand fighting going on. No flag thrown, and that's probably the best. I don't think you could justify throwing a flag there. It was good defense on the part of Ryan Niblett. 2nd down and 10 for Marshall, 7:56 to go in the half. And a late snap, early movement, no flags though. Banks has it, rolling around the right side, outside the numbers. There he goes. He may go all the way. Did he stay in bounds, and do we have no flags? It is a touchdown, the second running touchdown of the night for Jacoby Banks, and it goes 75 yards. You know, I'm just amazed. It looked to me like nearly every player on the field was moving before I saw the snap go back toward Jacoby Banks. But no flags came down. He grabbed the snap. Just a very simple play, a little quarterback sweep to the right. And there he went. Jacoby Banks, 75 yards, and he's got 2 touchdowns already during this season. 7:40 to go in the first half. And if the extra point by Diaz is good, it'll be 28-7. And a whistle before they get the extra point kick underway. You know, I need to meet the new assistant athletic director in charge of athletic training and find out if she's Murata or Mariota. I think it's Murata. I really think it is because that's her email address. I'm going to go with Murata. She was on the staff at Hightower for a long time, and now she is an administrator. And we're happy for you, Amy, and thank you for the dedication by you and Deborah Mize and Shannon Rideout and Jeff Keener, and, of course, the head athletic director, Dina Scott. We'll be back on VypeFortBend.com.
Hi, this is Mariela
and Melina coming to you from Nick's Italian Restaurant, where you can come and try one of our house specialties, the Nick's Shrimp, or one of our chicken pistachios. Not in the mood for food, you can also try one of our savory desserts like our homemade tiramisu or cannoli.
We're located on FM 1464, just north of Austin High School.
Can't dine in? You can call ahead at 346-401-1546 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Or you can hit us on one of the major delivery platforms, Uber, Grubhub, or DoorDash.
We look forward to seeing you here at Nick's Italian Restaurant, where our family gets bigger every time you stop by.
28-7, Marshall. And before we went to that last break, I told you it was 86 degrees here at Hall Stadium at 7:52 p.m. Central Daylight Time. And just in case you're wondering, well, is the wind blowing to keep everybody a little comfortable? Well, I feel a little bit of wind up here on the upper concourse, but the flags are not moving, so there's just not a lot of wind. High, short kickoff, and it's going to come down to Jonathan Corbin running to his right, trying to advance up the field, and he gets to the 32-yard line. And that's where the Eisenhower Eagles, trailing 28-7, will start their offensive drive. Stick around for halftime. It's going to be great. We have 2 outstanding guests for you. We have Mariela and Melina from Nick's Italian Restaurant, and also Haley Hester of Varsity Hype. You're going to like Varsity Hype because I know there are a lot of video services out there that help you with video highlights for someone who's a high school athlete. And they're good services, but they can tend to be a little more expensive. Varsity Hype, Haley Hester is going to tell you how you can get all the quality that you want for a lot less. And there is a quick pass, a hitch screen to the left, incomplete, intended for Joseph Albright. He was belted by his opposing number, Jacoby Strong-White. They both wear number 6, and Jacoby Strong-White came up strong and blasted him as the ball arrived, and it came in a little bit high too. 7:24 to go in this first half. 28-7, Marshall on top. There aren't a lot of scores for us to bring you here on this first Thursday night of the season. but we'll bring you what we can. Henry out of the spread. Delay handoff. Hands it up to Mario Johnson. Bounces off one tackler. Keeps on going and picks up 6 yards to the 37-yard line. Correction, make that 5 yards to the 37. Jacoby Strong-White hit him first. He did keep going, but he went down right after that, finishing off the tackle for your Marshall Buffs, Godfrey Johnson, the right defensive end. Remember, it's Hightower and Bush from Hall Stadium tomorrow night, 6:45 p.m., with a countdown to kickoff show. And then on Saturday night, it's Dulles and Dulles and Kempner. Dropping back as Henry throws. He's got Johnson on the run. 30, still going, cuts back, still going inside the 20. One man to beat, and into the end zone for a touchdown. 64-yard touchdown by Super Mario Johnson. And right at the end, one Buff did bring him down, but he was already headed for the end zone. That was Mike Patterson, who did not give up on the play, to his credit. But Eisenhower hanging in there. They are fighting, they are competing, and you got to respect that. So the Marshall Buffs defense, I know they like to pitch shutouts, and they might have had visions of a shutout after one quarter, but, well, Eisenhower's offense has really come to play in this second quarter. 6:28 to go. And on for the extra point is Jose Rosas. High snap. And it's off the left upright, but it ricochets in the right direction for Eisenhower. It goes through and it's good. It's 28-14. 6:28 to go before we reach halftime here at Hall Stadium. This is VypeFortBend.com.
You remember their first steps. First time they rode a bike without training wheels, first school dance, and now first year they're driving to school. First Tire and Auto is a family business, and they remember all those firsts too. There's a store just minutes away from your house or the school, so be the first to claim your discounts on oil changes and more. Head to the website firsttireandauto.com. First Tire and Automotive, a proud sponsor of Fort Bend Vype Sports. Make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All 4 stores open on Saturday. FirstTireandAuto.com.
Hello fans, this is Bradley Stabenow with Needville Insurance. We know Fort Bend County. I'm a 4th generation resident of Fort Bend. I'm your local, hometown, trusted agent. With over 30 carriers and 9 auto insurance carriers, we shop the insurance for you. We know insurance is hard. We know it's complicated. We make it easy for you. We have Spanish speakers here available for you. Call us at 979-793-7411 or needvilleinsurance.com. Once again, call us 979-793-7411.
Ready for the kickoff, and those of you listening in Aldine, I want to tell you that we really respect the way your team is playing tonight. They have momentum. I believe they will get the ball first to start the third quarter, and if they can keep this margin at 28-14 before we go to the halftime break, they're going to be in good shape to give Marshall fits in the second half. A lot of it will be about conditioning, which team is conditioned better. But the Eisenhower Eagles playing great football thus far in the second quarter as they've drawn within 28-14. There's another long, high kickoff, and it gets away from Rundrick Dudley inside his 5. He has to pick it up, and now he gets across the 20, and he might have broken it for a touchdown. He's brought down at the 28-yard line on a beautiful open field special teams tackle by Darius Stewart. And we have one of Stewart's teammates kind of in the wake of the play, kind of sitting there with his legs stretched out, and he's probably just got cramps. Usually when someone's sitting like that and they reach out for the toes and pull them back toward them, that's what it is. And one of the trainers is out there. He's kind of got the feet in the air now and stretch out the back side of the legs, not just the hamstrings, but also the calves. And so this is a good time. You know, we just heard that commercial spot for our new sponsor, the Needville Insurance Agency, and Bradley Stabenow And we mentioned Dina Scott before that. She is the athletic director in her second full year in that position for Fort Bend ISD. And you know that Bradley Stavanaugh is your trusted hometown agent. He knows Fort Bend County. And Dina Scott is your trusted hometown athletic director. She was one of the greatest female athletes in the history of Dulles High School. And she served for many years as an assistant athletic director. And now she's got the top job in the athletic department. And we're thrilled about it. She's doing a great job. And, of course, it's been a very challenging first year and a half or so for her. Meanwhile, we're not playing football again yet because the player with the cramp, whom I haven't been able to identify, is still out there. We'll step aside and be back. 28-14, Marshall leads it. 6:17 away from halftime. We'll be back.
Get ready. Saving starts with Xfinity. Because when you get Xfinity Internet and mobile together, you can save up to $400 a year on your wireless bill over AT&T. Enjoy fast, reliable internet at home and nationwide 5G on the go, included at no extra cost. That means you can connect to everything you love, whether you're a next-level gaming aficionado, an online shopping mastermind, or crushing that research project. So go ahead, stream on all your devices or video chat from anywhere and save hundreds while doing it, because saving starts with Xfinity. Get Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Plus, add Xfinity Mobile and ask how to get an eligible 5G phone on us. And for a limited time, $300 back. Don't miss out. Go to Xfinity.com/start saving. Call 1-800-XFINITY or visit a store today. Internet offer ends 9/30/21 and requires paperless billing and autopay. Restrictions apply. New Performance Starter Plus Internet customers only. Equipment taxes and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Savings based on optimized pricing. Actual savings may vary.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
Everything, and we mean everything. We take care of you, so you can take care of business. Office Depot Office Max. Taking care of business.
Back at Hall Stadium, and the player with the cramp is still down. He got up momentarily, and then I think what he has is kind of beyond cramps. I think it's muscle spasms, and the trainers have had to get him on his back, and they're two different trainers, one stretching each leg to try and get him where he can get off the field. And in the meantime, I want to confess my love for someone. There's someone I really love, and it's my brother-in-law, James Green. He's always listening to our ball games, and when he does, he often texts me very important information because, you know, sometimes I'm being a one-man band like I am here tonight, and I have to gather up scores while I'm spinning plates and doing all kinds of things, juggling. Well, he's brought me some scores. All right, games of interest in the second quarter. And James, when he says games of interest, I trust his judgment that, yes, these games will be of interest to you. The Woodlands and Langham Creek are scoreless in the second quarter. And the Battle of the Causeway over Galveston Bay. Lamarck and Galveston Ball are scoreless in the second quarter. But we do have a score between Texas City and Clearbrook. It is 27-6, the Stingarees on top in the second quarter. Here's some more scores for you. Cy Ranch leading 7-0 over Cy Fair. Great defense in that being played, obviously. And Cy Fair, year in, year out, they have one of the most disciplined defenses that you would ever want to see. And yet Cy Ranch is playing even better defense thus far with a 7-0 lead. C.E. King is leading Cy Falls 7-0 in the second. C.E. King is going to face Ridgepoint in week 3. The Stratford Spartans leading 13-0 over the Alvin Yellow Jackets. That's in the second. And a game between the Aldine Mustangs and the Grand Oaks team out of Conroe ISD are also scoreless. Well, let's see. They got the player with the cramps up on his feet, and I couldn't quite see what his number was, but I'm sure he's going to be all right eventually. He may not be able to get back into this game for a while until those muscles calm down and some of us know exactly how bad it is. All right, 1st and 10 from the 28 and a jet sweep going left. Going to be a first down carry by Rundrick Dudley of Marshall, and he is slung out of bounds. I'm not sure. I think I might have seen a late flag come in. Did they get him for a horse collar tackle or unnecessary roughness or something? Well, you know, everybody out there is wearing a lot of gold, and so I guess I just imagined seeing the penalty marker. There is no penalty marker, but it is an 11-yard gain for a first down by Rundrick Dudley. And the Buffs would like to get back on the scoreboard as their lead has been sliced to 28-14. Banks rolls to his right, throws back the other way to Marshall, and off his hands, incomplete. The ball wobbled and was thrown a little bit high, even for big Chris Marshall. Could not hang on. Had to leap up a couple of feet in the air like he was going for a rebound. Incomplete, 2nd down and 10 with 5:49 to go before halftime. And remember, halftime is going to be entertaining because we have the, let's see, I'm going to call them Las Dos Damas Fabulosas from Nick's Italian Restaurant, Mariela and Melina Torres. And they will be our halftime guests. And also Haley Hester of Varsity Hype. On 2nd down and 10, Banks drops back, little half roll to the right, pulls the ball down, throws complete for a first down to the 38-yard line as he found Terrence Fontenot, diving catch in front of his opposite number, Dion DeBlanc. And it is a first down for the Marshall Buffs. That's a first down. Think of First Tire and Automotive for all your car care needs. Check them out at firsttireandauto.com. Ball at the 38. We're under 5.5 minutes to go before the first half expires. Marshall in control with a 28-14 lead. Banks surveys the defense, claps his hands together, fakes it on a delay down the far sideline, underthrows his man Jaden Johnson, who was engaged in a little hand fight with the cornerback Jonathan Corbin. And there is a flag down on the field. I think they might have gotten Corbin for a hold or perhaps interference. And in this first broadcasted game of 2021, hey, how about that? Well, Anthony Davis's mic is working kind of intermittently, but it's not very loud. Nevertheless, it was holding. And it advances the ball down to the 28-yard line of Eisenhower. Automatic first down on a defensive holding penalty. 5:08 to go before the half. Banks taking his time. Play clock down to 20. Now he gets the play underway and gives it off to McGowan on a delay. Spins. Flag comes in. Great effort by Aaron McGowan, who carries it forward for 7 yards before they push him back. We'll see what the flag is, but Omar Solis made the tackle for the Eisenhower Eagles. And all the best to their head coach, Eric Jackson. I talked to him on the phone this week, and I'm very sorry that he could not be here this evening, but I know he very much wants to be with his team when they get back on the field in week 2. And serving as the co-head coach in the interim, Brandon Perkins, the defensive coordinator, and Kevin Goodwin, the offensive coordinator. And the penalty is against the Marshall Buffs. They were caught holding, while on the play before it was Aldine Eisenhower that was caught holding. So now it's first down and 20 from the 38. Banks has all day, throws for the end zone. Deep, going out there for Jaden Johnson, and it's incomplete. He was double covered. Good job down there. Dion DeBlanc going stride for stride.
Pass is incomplete, intended for number 7, Johnson.
And that reminds me, I need to say hello to Vicky LeBlanc in Conroe. We will never forget Vicky. She is LeBlanc, and the defensive back for Aldine Eisenhower is DeBlanc. So after that incomplete pass, it's now 2nd down and 20. Marshall looks like they're having a little trouble getting organized with their personnel. And they call a timeout. We'll take it with them. This is VypeFortBend.com, 28-14. Marshall on top with 4:42 to go in the half.
Hello fans, this is Bradley Stabenow with Needville Insurance. We know Fort Bend County. I'm a 4th generation resident of Fort Bend. I'm your local, hometown, trusted agent. With over 30 carriers and 9 auto insurance carriers, we shop the insurance for you. We know insurance is hard. We know it's complicated. We make it easy for you. We have Spanish speakers here available for you. Call us at 979-793-7411 or needvilleinsurance.com. Once again, call us 979-793-7411.
We see all you do to get work done, whether it's keeping your office clean or redesigning your space for 3 or 300. Our business is to keep business going. Buy online and pick up in store or get free next business day shipping at Office Depot, Office Max, and OfficeDepot.com.
By the way, I want to send out some very special good wishes and a get well soon sincere wish from my heart for my good friend Samantha Hatvanny. And also a salute to her husband John and their son Ben, their son Jake, and Jake and his wife Kara, who live up in Waco now, and also their beautiful daughter Leah. But Samantha just had surgery yesterday, and she's okay and avoided a lot of the complications that we were afraid of, so prayers are answered. Get well soon, Samantha Hatvanny. Here's another play-action pass. Chris Marshall catches it inside the 5 and into the end zone for a touchdown for the Marshall Buffs. Somebody just came out of the press box. It's a shame he just missed that touchdown for Chris Marshall from 38 yards out. His 2nd catch of the night for a touchdown. Yes, it is a little steamy out here, sir, but I love it. 38-yard touchdown pass to get the lead back up to 21 if Diaz can hit the extra point. Out of the hold of Jordan Davis. Roger Smith with you on VypeFortBend.com. Jordan Davis, I believe, is one of the backup quarterbacks for the Buffs, and I wonder if in the second half, with the game pretty well under control as far as the score, will Coach James Williams allow his younger players to get out there and get some reps, get some live game action? Or would he prefer for Jacoby Banks to stay in there and really get to refine his game? And there's a bit of a delay here. I'm not really sure what it is. All of the players seem to be on the field like they're supposed to be. I guess it's a play clock issue, but hey, it's a conversion. Come on now. Don't forget tomorrow, Hightower against Bush, 6:45 with the Countdown to Kickoff show. And also on Saturday night, 5:45 with the Countdown to Kickoff show before Dulles and Kempner. By the way, I love those local high school football shows, including Matt Musil's Inside High School Sports. And on the little open for that show, you know, when they're playing the music and you know it's the show, well, I think either the second or the third shot that they show you is James Williams, the coach of the Marshall Buffs. He's leaning forward in AT&T Stadium at a state championship game, clapping his hands together. What a great coach. And I told him during this offseason, I'm just so glad he's still here, and says he's not going anywhere, and he might have that team to get that state championship trophy this year. It'll be an honor to watch the drama unfold and watch them pursue their quest from now until the Saturday before Christmas. And I'm trying to remember if they make it to the state championship game, will 5A Division II play the championship on Friday or on Saturday? I just don't know. All right, well, whatever the thing was, I guess it was the play clock. Now the play clock is ticking down, and Miguel Diaz takes a couple of steps over. He's ready to kick the extra point. Good hold, kick on the way, and it's no good. He missed it to the left, and our score is 34-14, 4:30 to go before halftime. This is VypeFortBend.com.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
You remember their first steps. First time they rode a bike without training wheels, first school dance, and now first year they're driving to school. First Tire and Auto is a family business, and they remember all those first too. There's a store just minutes away from your house or the school, so be the first to claim your discounts on oil changes and more. Head to the website firsttireandauto.com. First Tire and Automotive, a proud sponsor of Fort Bend Vype Sports. Make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All 4 stores open on Saturday. FirstTireandAuto.com.
You are the take care of you so you can take care of business. Office Depot Office Max. Taking care of business.
Andreas Phillips Purvis kicks off for your Marshall Buffs. The kick goes straight down the middle of the field and comes down at the 16-yard line, and running to the left and zigging and zagging and picking up about 10 yards is Joseph Albright. And the Eisenhower Eagles trailing 34-14 with 4:21 to go. We'll get back on the field offensively. And, folks, I don't want to alarm anyone, but I did see a lightning flash off to what I believe is our east or our north. When I get this far down Highway 6, sometimes I get a little turned around. Okay, 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line, and as Henry hands it up the middle, and it's a 4-yard pickup for Mario Johnson. Hanging on to his feet and making the stop for your Marshall Buffs was Rene Urbina, senior linebacker. So the Buffs are already getting some folks on the field who are not starters, and that's good. And Lawrence Tillman was also in on that tackle for your Buffs. Henry's going to pass. Straight drop back. They protect him well. Fires over the middle, and it's caught. This will be a long touchdown inside the 20, going all the way. Look at that. 71-yard touchdown pass to Ryan Niblett. And based on last year, we thought he'd be throwing touchdown passes, and now he's catching them. Wow. So Henry has run for a touchdown and thrown for a touchdown. Well, that Ryan Niblett, when you can outrun the Marshall secondary, that's something to hang your hat on. So it's now 34-20. Jose Rosas will come on and try to add the extra point. He doesn't have brightly colored shoes, I don't think, or maybe he does, which means he's got to be a soccer player. Has to be. Kick is up, and it's good. 34-21, 3:35 to go before the half. We'll be right back. This is VypeFortBend.com.
Get ready. Saving starts with Xfinity. Because when you get Xfinity Internet and mobile together, you can save up to $400 a year on your wireless bill over AT&T. Enjoy fast, reliable internet at home and nationwide 5G on the go, included at no extra cost. That means you can connect to everything you love, whether you're a next-level gaming aficionado, an online shopping mastermind, or crushing that research project. So go ahead, stream on all your devices or video chat from anywhere and save hundreds while doing it, because saving starts with Xfinity. Get Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Plus, add Xfinity Mobile and ask how to get an eligible 5G phone on us. And for a limited time, $300 back. Don't miss out. Go to Xfinity.com/start saving. Call 1-800-XFINITY or visit a store today. Internet offer ends 9/30/21 and requires paperless billing and autopay. Restrictions apply. New Performance Starter Plus Internet customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Savings based on optimized pricing. Actual savings may vary.
Almost ready for the kickoff. Eisenhower coming back onto the field, trailing 34-21. We got a lot of football to play here. And, I mentioned that Coach Williams is still on the Chevy Inside High School Sports Open. He's one of the first people that you see clapping his hands together before they go to Matt Musil for the weekly show. That comes, the new edition of it is always on Saturday night. By the way, we'll pause here for the kickoff. And it's a little squib kick by Rosas. And it bounces once, and here comes Dudley with a strong kickoff return all the way back to the 41-yard line before he's pulled down. In hot pursuit was Dion DeBlanc. And the other thing I was going to say, speaking of television shows and Coach Williams, he was named the ARS Rescue Rooter Coach of the Week on the show hosted by Todd Freed on... it's on AT&T Sportsnet, H-Town High School Sports. The first edition of that show came on Tuesday, I think. Normally they like to start it on Monday, but of course if there is Astros baseball that's live on a Monday, then they will have to debut the weekly show maybe on Tuesday, some other time. All right, Banks rolls to his left, throws back to the right. Chris Marshall breaks a tackle, making a move on a man at the 50, and a guy has him by the foot, and help arrives as he takes the ball to the 46-yard line. That's a 14-yard pickup by Chris Marshall, and he's wearing very shiny, silvery spikes out there, and gets up looking like he feels a bit uncomfortable. Hopefully he can shake that off. That guy's a beast. Chris Marshall, one of the best athletes I've seen in a long time. He's a great basketball player and a great football player. Banks now throws a hitch pass to the left. Got a completion and good yardage down the far sideline. Breaking a tackle. A flag comes in late. And all the way down inside the 25-yard line is Kavan Misher with his first catch. We'll see if the play stands.
Pass is complete to number 13, Misher. There is a flag on the play.
It'll be a 21-yard catch if it stands. And the flag came in from down the field as if maybe there was perhaps a horse collar tackle or a face mask. But unfortunately for the Buffs, the penalty will be on the Buffs. And that'll back them up. Let's see. I'm going to turn up the crowd mic so maybe you can hear Anthony Davis if he explains. Well, you can hear the cheerleaders, but you can't hear Anthony Davis. By the way, there have been some more lightning flashes. Oh, my goodness. I hope our night doesn't end early. I hope our action isn't delayed. First down and 15. Banks gives it off on a draw play. That's McGowan slamming ahead and gets 4 yards. It'll be second down and 11, and the clock now under 2.5 minutes to go. And there's a player down for Aldine Eisenhower. Nicholas Savoy. And there's one of his teammates. Nicholas is the big and beefy defensive lineman, and I think one of his teammates kind of backed up and tripped over him. That was Bryce Foster. And they are getting Savoy off the field very slowly, maybe cramping up. And so the clock is ticking down still. The play clock has not started. We're under 2 minutes now. Now the play clock ticks, and we got 20 seconds to go before Marshall has to get a playoff. Second down and 11. 3 receivers on the left side of the formation. 47-yard line. Banks fakes a handoff, running away from the rush. Gets away and gets into the secondary, and he's loose. 35 and brought down at the 33-yard line. Nice open field tackle there. Joseph Albright been playing a heck of a game. 1:35 to go. They stopped the clock to move the chains. But hold on, the clock is now stopped because an Eisenhower player is down. And we'll take a break and be back. This is VypeFortBend.com. 34-21 Marshall on top. 1:35 to go in the first half.
Hi, this is Mariela
and Melina coming to you from Nick's Italian Restaurant, where you can come and try one of our house specialties, the Nick's Shrimp, or one of our chicken pistachios. Not in the mood for food, you can also try one of our savory desserts like our homemade tiramisu or cannoli.
We're located on FM 1464, just north of Austin High School.
Can't dine in? You can call ahead at 346-401-1546 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Or you can hit us on one of the major delivery platforms, Uber, Grubhub, or DoorDash.
We look forward to seeing you here at Nick's Italian Restaurant, where our family gets bigger every time you stop by.
Hello fans, this is Bradley Stabenow with Needville Insurance. We know Fort Bend County. I'm a 4th generation resident of Fort Bend. I'm your local, hometown, trusted agent. With over 30 carriers and 9 auto insurance carriers, we shop the insurance for you. We know insurance is hard. We know it's complicated. We make it easy for you. We have Spanish speakers here available for you. Call us at 979-793-7411 or needvilleinsurance.com. Once again, call us 979-793-7411.
And we mean everything. We take care of you so you can take care of business. Office Depot Office Max. Taking care of business.
That's Omar Solis for Eisenhower, a heck of a football player. Evidently just getting some leg cramps, and he makes his way across the field and to the sideline. And for Marshall, it's 1st and 10 from the 33 of Eisenhower, and there goes Gerard. There he goes, bounces off a tackler and picks up 11 yards. And I said Gerard, but it's Jared Howard, Jarrod. And late in the first half here, after their seniors have gotten plenty of carries, Coach Williams went to Jared Howard. First down for the Buffs at the 22-yard line.
Good enough for Marshall's first down.
The chain gang did not move down the field. Now the referee Anthony Davis is saying, move those sticks. Let's go, boys. All right. Banks claps his hand together and hands it off. There goes Howard again, up the middle. First down and more, picks up 12, maybe even 13, and runs over a tackler right there at the end. Getting the worst of it was Joseph Washington, and that is a first down. Think of First Tire and Automotive for all your car care needs. Check them out at firsttireandauto.com. We're close to the 1 minute mark and a whistle before the snap. What now? 34-21, Marshall on top. The offense has been spectacular, but thanks to good execution by Eisenhower, the defense has not been dominant. And there is Banks faking the handoff to Howard, and he keeps going up the middle and scores. 12-yard touchdown run for Jacoby Banks. My goodness, he's making it look easy. He's the junior. He's got the keys to the offense, and he looks very comfortable. And that makes it 40-21 with the extra point to come. 49.5 seconds to go in the first half. Fort Bend County High School Sports on VypeFortBend.com is brought to you tonight by Xfinity, the future of awesome. By Nick's Italian Restaurant on FM 1464 in Sugar Land, just north of Austin High School. At Nick's, their family gets bigger every time you stop by. By First Tire and Automotive, with 4 great locations, including Katy Cinco Ranch. They're open Saturdays. Visit firsttireandauto.com. They're not only open Saturdays, they're open, Monday through Saturday. By Archer Volkswagen, 10,400 Southwest Freeway, just inside the Sam Houston Tollway. And as it's been since Robert P. Archer founded it in 1956, Archer Volkswagen is still family-owned and operated, and you'll feel like family when you're there. By the Needville Insurance Agency, Bradley Stavanaugh and his team are your hometown trusted agents. They'll shop around to get you the best rate and make insurance easy for you. Call the Needville Insurance Agency at 979-793-7411 or needvilleinsurance.com. And by Office Depot, Southwest Freeway at Williams Trace in Sugar Land, helping us take care of business every day so we can bring you the action on VypeFortBend.com every week. So the extra point was good by Diaz, and it's 41-21 with 49.5 seconds to go in the first half. And, I teach math, and it's kind of lazy and a little incorrect to say 49.5. You really should say 49 5/10 seconds. But who's counting anymore? All right, there is the kick in the air by Andreas Phillips Purvis. And up the middle is a big play man, Ryan Niblett, who caught the long touchdown pass, and he returns it to the 26-yard line before the Buffs push him back. There was a big mass of humanity, everybody tumbling backwards near the 20. But everybody gets up okay. Marshall with really good numbers for a school of their enrollment as far as numbers regarding how many players come out for football. It's always good to have a lot of them. Eisenhower, they are a 6A school, so I guess you would usually expect to see more players on a 6A varsity, but it appears that they have fewer than 30 or right at 30 on their squad, and there is a whistle prior to the snap on 1st and 10 from the 26. The clock continues to tick down. Will Anthony Davis, the referee, tell them to stop the clock so they can solve an issue? Did somebody call a timeout? I guess they've decided that they're just going to let the clock unravel, and that'll be the end of the first half. 41-21 is our score. Marshall on top. And we want you to stick around for halftime. Before we start the third quarter, we'll update as many scores for you as we possibly can. But we're also going to have some fascinating interviews for you. First, from the girls at Nick's Italian Restaurant. They will make you want to go there right now. But they'll tell you when it's open, too. They'll also tell you how you can get a takeout order, if it's too late to dine in. And also Haley Hester of Varsity Hype. She's got some great ideas for sports video for high school athletes and teams that doesn't break the bank. So we'll step aside and be back. 41-21, Marshall leads Eisenhower. We'll be back with our halftime show right after this.
Are you ready?
Ready for anything. For what life throws at you, at your kids.
Are they ready to study, research, write papers?
To do all the amazing things they don't even know they're capable of yet.
Internet Essentials from Comcast brings affordable, high-speed internet to your home for only $9.95 a month. Now available to low-income households eligible for public assistance programs like Medicaid, the National School Lunch Program, SNAP, housing assistance, and others. Visit InternetEssentials.com to apply. No credit check, contract, or installation fee. Taxes, extra restrictions apply.
Welcome back. It's halftime. This is VypeFortBend.com, your broadcast home for Fort Bend ISD sports. And what a thrill it is at halftime. By the way, our halftime score is And all of these broadcasts would not be possible without our great sponsors, and we really are thrilled that Nick's Italian Restaurant is sponsoring us this year. And here to talk about the brains of the operation, the twin daughters, Mariela and Melina Torres. Thank you so much for being with us. And Mariela, since she was born first and comes first alphabetically, she gets to say hello first.
And I don't let her forget it, so just so you know, sister. My name is Mariela.
And my name is Melina. I'm more of the favorite, but don't tell anybody, so, it's good.
I'll let her believe that, but that's not true, guys. Not true.
Okay, I need to regain control of this interview. All right. Many of you are familiar with Nick's Italian Restaurant, even if you haven't been there, and if that's the case, what's wrong with you? You need to go to Nick's. It is on FM 1464, just north of Austin High School. It's also a little bit east of Travis. Very convenient if you live in the neighborhoods of Kempner, also Bush, as well as Richmond Foster, and any teams that like to beat those teams that I just mentioned. We're all in the family. We love each other in Fort Bend, but of course we want to beat our close neighbors very much in interscholastic competition. But first of all, let's talk about your family's history. You've kind of taken over Nick's Italian Restaurant. Tell us about it.
Yes, so Nick's Italian has been established here in the Richmond community for a little over 20 years. Nick, the original owner, was a Greek owner. He and my dad were friends for a long time, Wilfredo, and they were really good friends, and they actually met working at another restaurant.
Yes. At another Italian restaurant, actually. My dad was a server. Excuse me. Nick was a server there at the time, and
you can call him your dad. That's kind. That's fine. He's Wilfredo.
Who makes some bomb Alfredo, just so you know, okay? So in case you don't remember his name, just remember Alfredo Wilfredo. That's how it is, okay? But yes, he was a server at the time, and my dad was a chef there. When Nick wanted to open his own establishment, he actually got my dad to create the menu for him. So a lot of our menu options haven't changed. Although we don't have any pie, some pizza pie, we do have some very, very tasty pasta dishes. So,
as well as our house specialty, the Nick's Jumbo Shrimp. It's really, really delicious. You can't go wrong with that lemon butter sauce that they pour over those lightly golden fried shrimp and those sauteed veggies with the oil and garlic. So you can't go wrong with our house specialty.
You look like you had more to say, Mariela.
I will just say that Bianco sauce is our liquid gold. So I'm just adding to that. Even if you don't like shrimp, we got it on plenty other dishes. Our chicken pistachio, which is another fan favorite. Definitely, if you're a mushroom lover, have mushrooms with our sun-dried tomatoes and artichokes on top of a pistachio breaded chicken breast.
Now let's talk about the best thing in the house, which is the dessert. Who makes the tiramisu, y'all?
I do.
No, you don't.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
No,
and if you know about teamwork, which I'm sure y'all do, any sports always talk about it, she does the work and I take the credit. Teamwork makes the dream work.
No. But I do. I make the tiramisu. So that tiramisu is made in-house. And I have gotten a lot of compliments on it. So if you are curious to taste our tiramisu, please stop by.
I think what I like the most is that you have been able to find a good balance between the coffee and the cream. So it's not too strong on the espresso, has just enough creamy richness, and it stays pretty fluffy because it's not wet like some of the other tiramisus. So if y'all definitely want to give it a try, come on in. Even if it's just for the dessert, you'll enjoy it just as much as I do.
All right, so you've heard about so many delicious treats, both the entrees and the desserts, and we're going to talk more about Nick's Italian Restaurant when we return on VypeFortBend.com. Don't go away.
You remember their first steps. First time they rode a bike without training wheels, first school dance, and now first year they're driving to school. First Tire and Auto is a family business, and they remember all those first too. There's a store just minutes away from your house or the school, so be the first to claim your discounts on oil changes and more. Head to the website firsttireandauto.com. First Tire and Automotive, a proud sponsor of Fort Bend Vype Sports. Make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All 4 stores open on Saturday. firsttireandauto.com.
Welcome back to more of Halftime on VypeFortBend.com, and our halftime visit continues with the twin daughters who are the brain trust of Nick's Italian Restaurant, Mariela and Melina Torres. Their father, Wilfredo, is the owner and the head chef. And there was something that I just wanted to suggest for all you fans out there. Let's say you have a game at Bush or at Kempner or at Austin or at Travis or at Richmond Foster or anywhere in Fort Bend County. If after that victory you want to come celebrate, well, even if it's too late to eat the big meal, they have great desserts here at Nick's Italian Restaurant. They basically have anything Italian that you would want other than pizza. They don't have pizza. That's one of their unique quirks. But Mariela and Melina, it's great to visit with you. Let's talk about how the two of you got here, because you didn't go to school in Fort Bend. Where did you go, and tell us how you ended up here?
We went to school in A-Leaf. We actually were at Hastings. And so when my dad acquired the restaurant, we just kind of jumped on board. I mean, for the last 4 years, I worked in banking and finance, so I knew nothing about the restaurant industry. But going into it, I was like, I'm down for it.
And I've been in the medical field the last 10 years. When my dad needed servers, we kind of jumped on board. Our first time serving, actually.
I've never served anywhere.
Ever. And we actually fell in love with it. Because it's not just the food here.
No,
it's
we fell
more
in love with
about
the people.
With our patrons, yeah, very much. Returning and new. So
getting to know them and kind of just building that rapport with them and just building those relationships. That was, for me and for her, that was what was like most important. We wanted to make you feel like you were at home, when you come to eat at Nick's, more of an experience for you. You can come, you can eat anywhere. You can choose to eat at any other big name restaurant. Why choose Nick's? Why? Because we genuinely care.
What sets us apart is that it's an experience
and
not
the
just
service that we give.
Right, correct.
And you've talked about ingredients, you've talked about dishes and the things that season things and make them the best way they could possibly be. But the main thing that, I've had quite a few visits with you because I really want to let our listeners know what Nick's is about and what it's like, not just during the football season, but throughout the year. And what is the slogan, Mariela, that you came up for the restaurant?
So I actually came up with it because it's near and dear to my heart. Our family does get a little bit bigger every time you guys stop by. So that to us is a big in itself. Very much in the sense that, again, yes, we have good food, but we have a great experience when you guys come.
And one thing that I can tell you is that's something that my father instilled in us. Everybody that would walk into our house, you greet them, you say hi, do you need a drink, is there anything I can get you? And that was something that was instilled in us when we were very, very little. And something that I'm very honestly grateful for, because I never understood it until now when we worked here at the restaurant. I want to make sure everybody's taken care of. Mariela wants to make sure everybody's taken care of. And whether it's getting you water, getting you more napkins, your food's incorrect, hey, let me fix it for you, because we keep you happy and you guys come back to us and you keep us happy and, here for you guys. There's not an experience that you're going to get going anywhere else.
And the slogan is, as you said before, we can't say it enough times, our family gets bigger every time you stop by. And just remember that they are on FM 1464 just north of Austin High School, just a little bit east of Travis High School, a little bit northwest of Kempner. Are you impressed with my geographical skills?
I'm trying to remember everything. And I'm like, what? I don't know this. I'm over here Googling. Like, is he right?
We're just thrilled that you have done everything to make it possible for us to bring people these sporting events every week. We do 3 to 5 events every single week. and we're going to make it pay off for you, because if you've been driving by Nick's for a long time and you haven't come in a while, you should come back.
It's really, we are happy every time we get new customers coming in who've never been here. If you see us driving by, stop by and say hi. I promise you, you won't regret it.
And people hear this on our broadcast all year long. They hear your commercial spots. But go ahead and tell them what is the website if they want to place an online order, and also what's the number if they just want to call Nick's.
All right. The phone number we have is 346-401-1546.
The website?
I apologize, y'all. The website is nicksitalianrestaurant.com. You can also Google us, or we're on Apple, Safari, all that good stuff. And we're open 7 days a week. We are here for you, not just 6 days, but 7 days.
No breaks.
11 a.m. to 10 p.m. I know. And we are here from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. We also are on all of the other platforms for food delivery. We're on Uber, Grubhub, DoorDash. So if you don't have time to stop by and dine in, you can always carry out with us as well.
All right, we are done with our halftime visit with Mariela and Melina. You are wonderful. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you for having us.
We look forward to seeing you guys.
Bye.
Right, FortBend.com coverage of Fort Bend ISD and Fort Bend County sports continues right after this.
Hello fans, this is Bradley Stavanaugh with Needville Insurance. We know Fort Bend County. I'm a 4th generation resident of Fort Bend. I'm your local, hometown, trusted agent. With over 30 carriers and 9 auto insurance carriers, we shop the insurance for you. We know insurance is hard. We know it's complicated. We make it easy for you. We have Spanish speakers here available for you. Call us at 979-793-7411 or needvilleinsurance.com. Once again, call us 979-793-7411.
It's halftime on our VypeFortBend.com coverage of Fort Bend County football. Vype and Varsity Hype. They're pretty close. They're not exactly the same thing in reality. They're pretty close in name. But Haley Hester is here to tell us all about Varsity Hype. She's the product owner. Tell us all about what you're doing.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me on. So Varsity Hype is aiming to level the playing field. We're cheaper. We're an alternative to Huddle and other video analytics platforms. We never charge more for footage uploads. You can max it out. You can add photos. And we have recruitment profiles for the students. We would really love to see the kids from 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A, 5A, 6A all have the same opportunities, regardless of income level and skill set.
You mentioned several different applications, but the one that really intrigues me is the recruitment profile. Kids believe that they are good enough at the high school level to at least get some kind of opportunity at the college level. So talk about the different options there and how you are able to isolate video of a singular athlete.
Absolutely. So one of our things that we really enjoy doing is it's not just for sports. We also embrace the arts and extracurriculars. So whether it's chess, debate, dance, football, basketball, you have a place in our platform. We consider it kind of like a LinkedIn for high school students.
You just blew my mind. I didn't even think about the other things that the UIL does. In fact, I am reminded every year that the UIL does a lot more things that are not sports than they do that actually are sports. So you mentioned the arts and things like that. So how well-versed in computer technology and how handy do you have to be with an iPhone or whatever to take full advantage of Varsity Hype?
Well,
We are under a weather alert and are expecting storms in the area within the next few minutes. Along with rain, these storms are capable of producing lightning and or damaging winds. The game will be suspended until storms have passed through the area and it is safe to resume play. At this time, all patrons are required to evacuate the stadium and return to their vehicles.
All right, everybody. Let me just double check, make sure you can hear me. Okay, you can hear me. I don't know if you heard that announcement from our public address man, Todd Harris, but fans are having to evacuate the stadium because of storms that are in the area. And so that's one of the reasons that maybe there was a lightning strike some distance from here that kind of cut off our interview with Haley Hester. But I'm going to restart it. It is 41-21 at halftime. Marshall is leading Aldine Eisenhower, and we're going to stick with you here. And we will go ahead and restart that Haley Hester interview. Hopefully it will play to its conclusion this time. And we will keep you updated. We're hoping that we'll be able to resume the game, but for now it is suspended with a score of 41-21, Marshall leading Eisenhower at halftime. Now we'll take a quick break and be back with Haley Hester.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
It's halftime on our VypeFortBend.com coverage of Fort Bend County football. Vype and Varsity Hype. They're pretty close. They're not exactly the same thing in reality. They're pretty close in name. But Haley Hester is here to tell us all about Varsity Hype. She's the product owner. Tell us all about what you're doing.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me on. So Varsity Hype is aiming to level the playing field. We're cheaper. We're an alternative to Huddle and other video analytics platforms. We never charge more for footage uploads. You can max it out. You can add photos. And we have recruitment profiles for the students. We would really love to see the kids from 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A, 5A, 6A all have the same opportunities, regardless of income level and skill set.
You mentioned several different applications, but the one that really intrigues me is the recruitment profile. Kids believe that they are good enough at the high school level to at least get some kind of opportunity at the college level. So talk about the different options there and how you are able to isolate video of a singular athlete.
Absolutely. So one of our things that we really enjoyed doing is it's not just for sports. We also embrace the arts and extracurriculars. So whether it's chess, debate, dance, football, basketball, you have a place in our platform. We consider it.
All right, folks. Roger Smith back with you, and we're going to have to interrupt that interview with Haley Hester again because when there is a lightning delay and they say everybody got to go to their cars, well, that includes me too. So I'm going to say goodbye to you. I don't know if we will return to this game or if it will end with a score of 41-21, but I got to go. All right. Talk to you later. Thanks for listening. If this is the end of the game, and don't forget to join us tomorrow night for Hightower and Bush, 6:45 p.m. Hopefully the weather will be better. And good night for now. And now as we restart the game, it's a big gain all the way down to the 2-yard line by Eisenhower. Right out of the gate, Dion DeBlanc goes on a sweep to the right. And looking in the wake of the play, we might have a penalty flag. We do. That's a break for the Buffs. Yes, it's a break for the Buffs because that negates what would have been. Let's see. I'm trying to go back to where the line of scrimmage was, and I'm afraid the chain gang may not know where the line of scrimmage was. The scoreboard says ball on 2, where it would have ended up if the play had stood, but it didn't. So anyway, the story of this game is Jacoby Banks, the junior starting quarterback for the Marshall Buffs, certainly ready for the job. He has run for 3 touchdowns, and he threw a 57-yard pass to Chris Marshall for another, and it's 41-21, Marshall on top of Eisenhower. But I will say that the Marshall defense that Coach James Williams is very proud of, I'm sure they will make him proud on other nights, but they are certainly not locked in here. Eisenhower has scored 3 times. after they scored nothing in the first quarter. They scored 3 touchdowns in the second. All right, so here we go. Their quarterback, Zacchaeus Henry, gives it up to Mario Johnson going left. He's got good yardage, picks up 6, takes it out to the 46-yard line of the Eisenhower Eagles. That was a spot foul, so prior to that play, it was first down and 13 yards to go. It was holding and 10 yards from the spot of the foul. So the gain just there was 9 yards by Mario Johnson. And we are in the second minute of the third quarter. 41-21 Marshall, and Eisenhower with the ball, going from left to right there at their own 46-yard line, facing a 3rd down and 4. Zacchaeus Henry hands it off inside, and there goes Mario Johnson trying to get around the pursuit. He only gets 1 yard, sweeping it to the left, right on his back, making sure he didn't go very far. Logan Granville, the left defensive end, coming over from the left side all the way over there on the right to run him down near the numbers. By the way, the Willow Ridge Eagles were supposed to begin their season tonight. They were scheduled to play against the West Side Wolves, but that game did not happen. By the way, it's 4th down and 2 now. And Aldine Eisenhower looks like they're going to punt it away. We are doing this game in 2 live segments, and the first one, obviously, we had to turn off because we were told to go to our cars, although I snuck up to the press box. It was much more practical for me. Anyway, 4th down and 2, and there is a delay of game penalty or a timeout taken by Eisenhower. Well, it's a timeout, and we'll take it with them. We'll continue. 8:55 to go in the third. Marshall leading 41-21. Hi, everybody. Sorry about that silence. I realize now that I am not playing the commercials, or at least not where you can hear them. Need to make a little change here, so you will be able to hear the commercials from our fine sponsors. Got to make sure that I'm coming through each of the channels in the proper way. Roger Smith with you in our first football broadcast, and you know Murphy's Law kind of prevails. So we'll save that commercial for, oh, I see what's wrong. The volume's turned way down. I don't know how that happened. Okay, so next time I say we're going to a commercial, you're going to hear it, and our sponsors will get their money's worth. Okay, they're not punting. They're going for it. Power I formation, loaded backfield. Turn around in the give to Darby, plunging forward. It's going to be close. You might hear a fan down there saying, nope, 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 and if they spot it right, I think that fan is right. I don't think they got what they were supposed to have for the first down, but the spot is very favorable. Yes, the officials have given Eisenhower a first down. That is a first down. Think of First Tire and Automotive for all your car care needs. Check them out at firsttireandauto.com. The ball squarely at the 50 on the left hash mark for the Eisenhower offense as they move from left to right, trailing by 20 in the third quarter. It's 41-21. Back to Henry. Off his back foot, throws far sideline, up in the air, tipped up and incomplete. And there's a flag down on the play.
Pass is incomplete. It's a flag on the play.
So when we were bringing you the action in the first half, Anthony Davis, our referee, was trying to make his mic work, and it didn't work for him. We'll see if it works now.
It's number 99.
Okay, it does work, and we learned from him that Lawrence Tillman of Marshall jumped offside. So it's now first down and 5 for Eisenhower with 8:29 to go in the third. And they have the ball at the Marshall 45. Quick pop up the middle. Mario Johnson gets 1 yard, and that'll be that. That's all she wrote. And the tackle on the play, Godfrey Johnson, senior defensive end.
28 Johnson, the ball carrier for the Eagles.
A lot of fans who were here for the first half have decided to go home, and I really feel sorry for the Eisenhower kids and their staff, because they will get home pretty late. They'll kind of know what it's like if you, let's say you live in San Angelo and you have to play a district game up in Odessa or something. Fake to Mario Johnson. Henry keeps it. Zigging and zagging. Outside the numbers, near side. Still going. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Zacchaeus Henry takes it in from 44 yards out. And Eisenhower, you remember in the original Rocky movie where Rocky's, it was Apollo's trainer says to Apollo, he doesn't know this is a blankety-blank show. He thinks this is a blankety-blank fight. Well, Eisenhower is not going home before they expend all their effort. And guess what? It's a 2-touchdown game, 41-27, and they can cut the lead to 13 right here with a successful extra point kick off the foot of Jose Rosas. The kick is good. Nice try to block it there. Did not quite work out for Mike Patterson, but our new score is 41-28. Marshall on top. 7:33 to go in the third. We'll be back on VypeFortBend.com.
Get ready. Saving starts with Xfinity. Because when you get Xfinity Internet and mobile together, you can save up to $400 a year on your wireless bill over AT&T. Enjoy fast, reliable internet at home and nationwide 5G on the go, included at no extra cost. That means you can connect to everything you love, whether you're a next-level gaming aficionado, an online shopping mastermind, or crushing that research project. So go ahead, stream on all your devices or video chat from anywhere and save hundreds while doing it, because saving starts with Xfinity. Get Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Plus, add Xfinity Mobile and ask how to get an eligible 5G phone on us. And for a limited time, $300 back. Don't miss out. Go to Xfinity.com/start saving. Call 1-800-XFINITY or visit a store today. Internet offer ends 9/30/21 and requires paperless billing and autopay. Restrictions apply. New Performance Starter Plus Internet customers only. Equipment taxes and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Savings based on optimized pricing. Actual savings may vary.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
Rundrick Dudley of Marshall with a nice kickoff return. No flags in his wake, took it up the far sideline and carried it all the way to the 45-yard line. And the tackle on the play by Demarion Cooper of Aldine Eisenhower. The Eagles are really fighting out there, and I gave you the wrong spot. I said 45-yard line. He actually returned it to the 42. He was tackled at the 45, but had stepped out at the 42. Now Jacoby Banks and the Marshall offense trying to put more points on the board. Fake the jet sweep and a give to Jared Howard going over the right side. Off the right tackle with that stretch play that gains 6 yards on first down. It's 2nd down and 4 for the Buffs.
Number 32, Howard, your ball carrier for the Buffaloes, brings up 2nd down.
The Buffs last year in the regional final against Crosby lost that game at Humble ISD's Turner Stadium. That was the state quarterfinals, the Region 3 championship game. Delay up the middle. And a handoff and a carry close to the first down. Jared Howard again. The sophomore. Joseph Washington made the tackle for Eisenhower. How about that? 2 presidential names, Washington and Eisenhower. They also have a player named Adams. Henry, not a president, but Patrick Henry. Give me liberty or give me death. And a swing pass out here to Aaron McGowan. Has a tackler on his back. And actually, I misidentified. It wasn't Aaron McGowan. It was Rundrick Dudley with the tackler on his back. And he carried it for 11 yards, and that'll be a first down if the play stands. And it is a first down. They move the sticks down the far sideline. And with 6:17 to go in the third, Marshall, after allowing Eisenhower to score and get within 13, is looking like they are inexorably moving toward making it a 3-touchdown advantage once again. We are right now at the halfway threshold of the third quarter. And there's a give up the middle. Jared Howard taking on a tackler and rolling over him, getting all the way down to the 30 with an 8-yard gain. And the guy he ran over was Joseph Albright, but Albright hung on. And that's really what's key, is you got to wrap up. Sometimes defenders, and this happens I think at every level of football, you will sometimes see them run up there and just make a big impact and expect the guy to fall down. He doesn't always. There goes Howard again over the left side. And driving forward, picking up 4, getting a first down to the 28-yard line. Joseph Washington hanging on to him again. Let's see if there are any other presidential names on this Eisenhower roster. But quickly back to the field, no huddle offense. Banks fakes a handoff, keeps it up the middle, inside the 20, still going, 10, and wrapped up at the 10. It'll be first and goal at the 9 as Albright brings him down. Nice open field tackle. Well, Carter, that's a presidential name. Wilson. Those last two weren't all that great. As presidents, I mean. Okay, back to the game. 5-minute mark of the third quarter, and Marshall with a first and goal at the 9. Jared Howard has been alongside Jacoby Banks throughout this series, and up the middle they go with Howard fighting for the end zone, and he gets it to the 3, and a flag comes down late. I'm afraid they might get Marshall for holding. I'm afraid they're going to catch Demetrius Charles, the center, holding number 70, Nicholas Savoy of Eisenhower. So Marshall in the red zone is going to be backed out of it after the holding call, I believe. And you can tell that there's a fan who's upset. And I'm not really sure exactly what is upsetting him, but I will say this. It was one of those flags that came in so late after Jared Howard had since crossed the line of scrimmage and was fighting down inside the 5. That's when the flag came. So if nobody held when the running back, was still behind the infraction, I think you need to use some judgment. All right, the penalty backs him up to just outside the 20. Banks takes the snap, gives to Howard, avoids 2 tacklers, tries to get outside the numbers, but he's only going to get 4 right there, down to the 16-yard line, and a nice gang tackle on the part of Eisenhower. Jonathan Corbin there, so was Dion DeBlanc. By the way, when I hear Dion DeBlanc, I also think of Mel Blanc, the voice guy for all those years for Looney Tunes. One of the greatest ever. And, of course, he did the voice of Pepe Le Pew. Mel Blanc did the voice for Pepe Le Pew, who, of course, was the skunk with the French accent. And that was always fun, I thought. But, he's been canceled and everything. Okay, second down and still goal to go. Over the middle, pass is intercepted by Eisenhower. This is trouble. This is going to be a pick 6. Eisenhower's bringing it back down the field. And guess who? It's their big play man, Ryan Niblett. This guy does everything. It's a pick 6 from 90 yards away. No flags behind him, and we have a 1-score game. It is 41-34 with the extra point to come. And again, it's like Tony Apollo's manager and the original Rocky. Eisenhower doesn't know this is a blankety-blank show. They think this is a blankety-blank fight, and what a fight it is. If you didn't stick around for the live broadcast, well, you're smart to be listening to the podcast, because suddenly this game is really, and I mean really, exciting. And I also noticed that Daniel Gotera, I believe of Channel 11, KHOU, and his photographer's still here. And good for them, because this game is a one-score game with still plenty of football left. 3:27 to go. And the kick is up. The kick is no good. It is hooked to the left. So each place kicker, both Jose Rosas of Eisenhower and also the kicker for the Marshall Buffs, Miguel Diaz, they've each missed one extra point. It remains a 7-point margin, 41-34, and we shall return.
Hi, this is Mariela and Melina coming to you from Nick's Italian Restaurant, where you can come and try one of our house specialties, the Nick's Shrimp, or one of our chicken pistachios. Not in the mood for food, you can also try one of our savory desserts like our homemade tiramisu or cannoli.
We're located on FM 1464, just north of Austin High School.
Can't dine in? You can call ahead at 346-401-1546 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Or you can hit us on one of the major delivery platforms, Uber, Grubhub, or DoorDash.
We look forward to seeing you here at Nick's Italian Restaurant, where our family gets bigger every time you stop by.
Are you ready?
Ready for anything. For what life throws at you, at your kids.
Are they ready to study, research, write papers?
To do all the amazing things they don't even know they're capable of yet.
Internet Essentials from Comcast brings affordable, high-speed internet to your home for only $9.95 a month. Now available to low-income households eligible for public assistance programs like Medicaid, the National School Lunch Program, SNAP, housing assistance, and others. Visit InternetEssentials.com to apply. No credit check, contract, or installation fee. Taxes, extra restrictions apply.
We got us a football game, folks. 3:27 to go in the third quarter, and it's 41-34. Marshall over Eisenhower. Eisenhower kicking off, and the ball comes down to the 6-yard. It's Rundrick Dudley up between the hash marks. He's got some daylight, gets across the 35, still fighting, takes it straight up the middle to the 39-yard line. Darius Stewart brought him down.
Rundrick Dudley with the return for the Buffaloes, brought down by number 12, Stewart. Brings up first down, Marshall.
All right, so if you didn't listen to part one, part two is very exciting, although the Marshall Buffs certainly expected to maintain their comfortable lead. They had a 41-21 advantage at halftime. Their offense has not produced any points in this third quarter, and Eisenhower, meanwhile, is making hay while the sun no longer shines. All right, so the Marshall offense will be back in business, and there was a penalty on the kickoff return, and evidently it was against Eisenhower. So it is a face mask on Eisenhower as Rundrick Dudley was bringing the ball back, and that will advance the ball to the 46-yard line of Eisenhower. Good place for the Marshall Buffs to start, and I hear a dad in the stands admonishing the Buffs that says, hey, we got a football game. All right, Banks claps his hands together. They hand it off to the left, and there goes Jared Howard. Nice sweep outside the numbers, turns it up near sideline. Big gain and a first down. Carries it all the way from the 46-yard line down to the 28. So an 18-yard pickup by Jared Howard, the sophomore. And after they set the chains and restart, actually went out of bounds. So they won't restart the clock until right when the ball is snapped. There goes McGowan over the right side. Beautiful blocking. No one touching him till he's inside the 15. And he goes out of bounds at the 12. 16-yard pickup, and while the Eisenhower offense is doing amazing things, the defense, it's not that the defense is really stopping Marshall except for the big play that helped turn this into a 7-point game, and that was the pick six by Ryan Niblett. He took it all the way back from 90 yards away, the slant pass by Jacoby Banks. All right, first and goal. Actually, the ball's at the 7. I said it was the 12, so it was a 21-yard gain. There goes Jared Howard around the corner, inside the pylon, and gets the touchdown. He avoided the tackle attempt of Bryce Foster, and now the lead is back to 2 touchdowns. And we'll see if Diaz can add the extra point. Okay, so it is 10:03 p.m. Still 2.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Marshall now up 47-34 and make it 48-34 as Diaz hits the PAT. We shall return on VypeFortBend.com.
Get ready. Saving starts with Xfinity. Because when you get Xfinity Internet and mobile together, you can save up to $400 a year on your wireless bill over AT&T. Enjoy fast, reliable internet at home and nationwide 5G on the go, included at no extra cost. That means you can connect to everything you love, whether you're a next-level gaming aficionado, an online shopping mastermind, or crushing that research project. So go ahead, stream on all your devices or video chat from anywhere and save hundreds while doing it, because saving starts with Xfinity. Get Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Plus, add Xfinity Mobile and ask how to get an eligible 5G phone on us. And for a limited time, $300 back. Don't miss out. Go to Xfinity.com/start saving. Call 1-800-XFINITY or visit a store today. Internet offer ends 9/30/21 and requires paperless billing and autopay. Restrictions apply. New Performance Starter Plus Internet customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Savings based on optimized pricing. Actual savings may vary.
Okay, we're back, and Marshall set to kick off. Leading 48-34. Not a lot of defense being played in this one, although one of Eisenhower's touchdowns was a pick six. So their defense has come through for them. Do they have enough in the tank offensively? By the way, this is a very high, short kickoff, and it is fumbled. Albright lost the handle on it, fighting for it. I think he got it back. He did. At the 16-yard line between the numbers and the near sideline, and that kind of bounced off his shoulder pad, and he had to turn around and find it. By the way, you know, this is kind of a 21st century idea, I should say. Andreas Phillips Purvis doing the kickoff chores for Marshall.
21, Terry 6.
I say Andreas Phillips Purvis doing the honors on the kickoffs for Marshall, and you know his initials are APP. I guess you could call him the app. So 21st century. Mario Johnson in the backfield with Zacchaeus Henry. Henry sends a man in motion behind him, hands it off to Johnson, going from right to left, and he breaks into the clear. He's got a first down and more. Tumbles head over heels beyond the 30 to the 31. And it was Patterson who cut him down.
28, Mario Johnson, the ball carrier.
The Eisenhower defense is understandably tired, at least to my eye. From up here, they look tired.
First down.
But the offense looks fresh as a daisy, and they're still executing very well. Hit screen on the left side, and a move made by Albright, but he cannot get away. And was that Patterson? Turn around. Yep, sure was. Mike Patterson on the right corner. So it's now second down and 11. He actually threw Albright for a loss of 1. As the clock ticks down, 1:38 left to go in the third quarter.
Brings up second down.
Henry with a signal to his receiver on the right side. Now he has Mario Johnson move from the quarterback's right to the quarterback's left, takes the snap, gives it to Johnson, trying to break it outside, cuts back inside, picks up 2 yards, and that's it. And he gets to the 32, and it'll be 3rd down and 9. And passing is not Eisenhower's strong suit. It may be necessary for Henry to put it up. And you know, in the first quarter, they tried a double pass. It did not work out. They got it to Niblett, who was last year's quarterback, but he was snowed under by tacklers before he could throw it down the field. Dropping back is Henry. They give him time. Now he's flushed to the right. Gets some extra protection near the sideline. Stiff arms a man, has to pull it down and gets to the 37, no farther. He comes up short of the first down, and a good solid tackle. Trent Thomas of the Marshall Buffs brought him down. Trent is a big fella, I got to tell you. Just a junior, plays right defensive end, at least right now.
It'll be 4th down Eagles.
Yeah, he backs up Godfrey Johnson, except Godfrey Johnson and Trent Thomas are both on the field. Logan Granville started, but he's on the bench. Hope he's got good health. And it's a punt situation. 4th down and 4 yards to go. Wonder if Eisenhower might try a fake. Nope, they boot it away. And it's a bit of a knuckleball taken by Terrence Fontenot. He dropped the ball. It's loose, but Marshall retains possession. Who saved the day? Who saved the day? His jersey is wrinkled. Hold on. Chris Stevens. No. R.J. Beasley. Great job, R.J. That's the first time we've called his name tonight, but if somehow Eisenhower had been able to jump on that football, the plot would really be thickening. And the clock stops with 28.7 to go in the third. We'll take a quick break and be back.
Mean everything. We take care of you, so you can take care of business. Office Depot Office Max. Taking care of business.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
Marshall with the football after the punt. And there was an illegal shift by Eisenhower, so they add 5 yards to the end of the punt return, such as it was. It was really a fumble. The ball kind of skittered around and backtracked about 2 yards behind where it came down to earth. But thank goodness R.J. Beasley jumped on it for the Marshall Buffs, and they have it at their 25. Banks hands it off. McGowan coming left, turning it up between the numbers and the sideline. Big gain, 40, 45, 50. He's gone! Aaron McGowan is going to take it all the way, 75 yards. Wait a minute, let me look. I don't see any flags, and Marshall has scored. And meanwhile, there is an Eisenhower player along the Buffs sideline. He is down, and the Marshall trainers are helping until the Eisenhower trainers get there. Wow, what a run. Aaron McGowan, that's his second touchdown of the night, and it comes from 75 yards away with 14 and 2/10 seconds remaining in quarter number 3. I think they'll go ahead and attempt the extra point. Diaz is lined up and ready to kick it. The injured player for Eisenhower is on the sideline for Marshall, and he's a good 70 yards away from where the kick is being made. It's up, and it's good. 55-34. We'll be back on VypeFortBend.com.
Get ready. Saving starts with Xfinity. Because when you get Xfinity Internet and mobile together, you can save up to $400 a year on your wireless bill over AT&T. Enjoy fast, reliable internet at home and nationwide 5G on the go, included at no extra cost. That means you can connect to everything you love, whether you're a next-level gaming aficionado, an online shopping mastermind, or crushing that research project. So go ahead, stream on all your devices or video chat from anywhere and save hundreds while doing it, because saving starts with Xfinity. Get Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Plus, add Xfinity Mobile and ask how to get an eligible 5G phone on us. And for a limited time, $300 back. Don't miss out. Go to Xfinity.com/start saving. Call 1-800-XFINITY or visit a store today. Internet offer ends 9/30/21 and requires paperless billing and autopay. Restrictions apply. New Performance Starter Plus Internet customers only. Equipment taxes and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Savings based on optimized pricing. Actual savings may vary.
Hello fans, this is Bradley Stavanaugh with Needville Insurance. We know Fort Bend County. I'm a 4th generation resident of Fort Bend. I'm your local, hometown, trusted agent. With over 30 carriers and 9 auto insurance carriers, we shop the insurance for you. We know insurance is hard. We know it's complicated. We make it easy for you. We have Spanish speakers here available for you. Call us at 979-793-7411 or needvilleinsurance.com. Once again, call us 979-793-7411.
Hi, this is Mariela and Melina coming to you from Nick's Italian Restaurant, where you can come and try one of our house specialties, the Nick's Shrimp, or one of our chicken pistachios. Not in the mood for food, you can also try one of our savory desserts like our homemade tiramisu or cannoli.
We're located on FM 1464, just north of Austin High School.
Can't dine in? You can call ahead at 346-401-1546 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Or you can hit us on one of the major delivery platforms, Uber, Grubhub, or DoorDash.
We look forward to seeing you here at Nick's Italian Restaurant, where our family gets bigger every time you stop by.
All right, so they are now putting the injured player for Eisenhower on a cart. You know, he remained on the Marshall sideline getting attention from trainers representing both schools. And that's a good football player on the cart. It's Nicholas Savoy. Big dude, hot night. Really tough to get through what turns out to be a football game that lasts more than 3 hours. And now they get the cart over to the other side, and he looks like he's going to be okay. He just looks like maybe he's exhausted. Okay, so now it's time for the app. Andreas Phillips Purvis has it teed up for Marshall in the middle of the field at their 40. And the third quarter is about to end, just 14 seconds left in it. And here is Albright from the 16. Moves to the left side across to the field and didn't gain anything at all. In fact, it wasn't Albright. Actually, it was Dion LeBlanc, and he was tackled by Jeffrey McWilliams. Beautiful open field tackle by Jeffrey McWilliams that you are going to see situationally in the game for the Marshall Buffs throughout the season. They like to use him as what they call an F-back, something that in the NFL a few years ago, in fact, maybe a couple or 3 decades ago, they would call a guy an H-back, and he also can line up at tight end. So he's not a real big dude, is Jeffrey McWilliams. So may not be counted upon to block like a tight end in the traditional way, but he can go out and get open and catch a pass. 8.5 seconds to go in the third. Empty backfield for Zacchaeus Henry and a whistle prior to the snap. I think we've got a false start. Yes, we do. So instead of 1st and 10 with the ball marked at the 20, and by the way, I don't know how they marked the ball at the 20. I'm pretty sure that DeBlanc was tackled at the 16 or 17, but oh well. Now the ball's back at the 15 where it's first down and 15 yards to go. 6.2 seconds to go in quarter number 3. Henry hand signals to two receivers on his left, two on his right. Now sends one in motion, fakes the handoff to Johnson, stands strong, steps up. He's in the arms of a pass rusher, and down he goes. And it's Lawrence Tillman who got him. Although I think officially it won't be a sack because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. It's now 2nd down and 15, but that's how the third quarter ends. 55-34, Marshall on top by 21. I had to do some quick math. We'll be back.
You remember their first steps. First time they rode a bike without training wheels, first school dance, and now first year they're driving to school. First Tire and Auto is a family business, and they remember all those first too. There's a store just minutes away from your house or the school, so be the first to claim your discounts on oil changes and more. Head to the website firsttireandauto.com. First Tire and Automotive, a proud sponsor of Fort Bend Vype Sports. Make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All 4 stores open on Saturday. firsttireandauto.com.
Hello fans, this is Bradley Stabenow with Needville Insurance. We know Fort Bend County. I'm a 4th generation resident of Fort Bend. I'm your local, hometown, trusted agent. With over 30 carriers and 9 auto insurance carriers, we shop the insurance for you. We know insurance is hard. We know it's complicated. We make it easy for you. We have Spanish speakers here available for you. Call us at 979-793-7411 or needvilleinsurance.com. Once again, call us 979-793-7411.
I want to say a little something about Bradley Stabenow and the Needville Insurance Agency after this first play of the fourth quarter from the 15-yard line. It is 2nd and 15 for Eisenhower. Stepping up in the pocket is Henry, and he gets the ball taken away from him. Tillman has it, and he's inside the 5-yard line. He almost got himself kind of a steal and score. But that'll make it a very short field for the Marshall Buffs offense as they already lead by 21. They had allowed the lead to shrink down to 1 touchdown, but now they have resumed a position where they are in control of the ball game. Ball at the 4-yard line after Lawrence Tillman just yanked it out of the arms of Zacchaeus Henry. And here comes the Marshall offense onto the field, and we have a new quarterback. I thought we might see him tonight. Jordan Davis, the junior. And I'm not sure who's next to him. Maybe it's Jai Adrian Wortham. Nope, it is Terrence Fontenot, but it's a fake up the sweep to, I really butchered that call, and there's a flag anyway. I don't think a touchdown will count, but Jordan Davis faked the handoff to Fontenot and then went straight up the middle for the touchdown, but we'll see what the flag is for. The flag might have come after the play. Marshall is already sending its extra point kicking unit out onto the field, and all right, it's a substitution foul against Eisenhower. I'm going to presume that they had 12 men on the field, hoping no one would notice. And so that penalty is declined. The touchdown, the 4-yard touchdown run by the quarterback Jordan Davis makes it, I think, 61-34 with the extra point ready to come. So, wow, Marshall has exceeded the 60-point mark. Kick is up and good. Scoreboard hasn't been changed yet. I'm sure they'll change it during this commercial break. You're listening to VypeFortBend.com.
Get ready. Saving starts with Xfinity. Because when you get Xfinity Internet and mobile together, you can save up to $400 a year on your wireless bill over AT&T. Enjoy fast, reliable internet at home and nationwide 5G on the go, included at no extra cost. That means you can connect to everything you love, whether you're a next-level gaming aficionado, an online shopping mastermind, or crushing that research project. So go ahead, stream on all your devices or video chat from anywhere and save hundreds while doing it, because saving starts with Xfinity. Get Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Plus, add Xfinity Mobile and ask how to get an eligible 5G phone on us. And for a limited time, $300 back. Don't miss out. Go to Xfinity.com/start saving. Call 1-800-XFINITY or visit a store today. Internet offer ends 9/30/21 and requires paperless billing and autopay. Restrictions apply. New Performance Starter Plus Internet customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Savings based on optimized pricing. Actual savings may vary.
62-34 is our new score. The Marshall Buffs on top, and I didn't get to tell you what I was going to tell you about Bradley Stavanaugh and the Needville Insurance Agency. I will try to tell you after the app. Andreas Phillips-Purvis kicks it away. So you got Foster back there along with DeBlanc, but there's one other kick returner, and he's standing kind of sideways from my point of view, so I can't really tell you who he is. And Phillips-Purvis kicks it high, comes down to the 17-yard line, and it's a guy I don't recognize. It's Albright. Albright brings it back across the 25 to the 26. And that's where Eisenhower will start its new possession. So, folks who are listening, a lot of you are parents who, we're just trying to make ends meet. It's very difficult these days. And a lot of you have teenagers or soon-to-be teenagers who will eventually be driving. Well, Bradley Stavanaugh at the Needville Insurance Agency can help you out. He can give you a lower rate than all those people that are putting national advertising in your face all the time. He can probably do it better than they. And he is your hometown trusted agent. And by the way, folks in Aldine, he can help you out. It doesn't matter that he's in Needville, you're in Aldine. He is a Greater Houston hometown trusted agent. So check out Bradley Stavanaugh. On first down, a 1-yard gain. And a player is down for Eisenhower. I'm trying to, by the way, identify the ball carrier. And, of course, Mario Johnson. He's been carrying the ball most of the time, but unfortunately we have another Eisenhower player down. The training staff is out there. We'll take a break and be back. This is Vype, FortBend.com.
Hi, this is Mariela and Melina coming to you from Nick's Italian Restaurant, where you can come and try one of our house specialties, the Nick's Shrimp, or one of our chicken pistachios. Not in the mood for food, you can also try one of our savory desserts like our homemade tiramisu or cannoli.
We're located on FM 1464, just north of Austin High School.
Can't dine in? You can call ahead at 346-401-1546 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Or you can hit us on one of the major delivery platforms, Uber, Grubhub, or DoorDash.
We look forward to seeing you here at Nick's Italian Restaurant, where our family gets bigger every time you stop by.
Fort Bend County High School Sports on VypeFortBend.com, brought to you tonight by Xfinity, the future of awesome. By Nick's Italian Restaurant on FM 1464 in Sugar Land, just north of Austin High School. At Nick's, their family gets bigger every time you stop by. By First Tire and Automotive, with 4 great locations, including Katy Cinco Ranch, open Monday through Saturday. Visit firsttireandauto.com. By Archer Volkswagen, 10,400 Southwest Freeway, just inside the Sam Houston Tollway. And as it's been since Robert P. Archer founded it in 1956, Archer Volkswagen is still family-owned and operated, and you'll feel like family when you're there. By the Needville Insurance Agency, Bradley Stavanaugh and his team are your hometown trusted agents. They'll shop around to get you the best rate and make insurance easy for you. Call the Needville Insurance Agency at 979-793-7411 or needvilleinsurance.com. And by Office Depot, Southwest Freeway at Williams Trace in Sugar Land, helping us take care of business every day so we can bring you the action on VypeFortBend.com every week. Well, the football gods smiled on me. I probably should not have tried to read something so long, but there was a pre-snap penalty that backs up Eisenhower to their own 22, where they have a second down and 15 with 10:37 to go in the game. And there is an end-around play, and they get it in the hands of Niblett, but he turns it up and gets across the line of scrimmage. That's it, just a 1-yard gain. Trent Thomas brought him down for the Buffs. There are people here still.
Number 3, Niblett, your ball carrier for the Eagles. It'll bring up third down.
You know what? I'm kind of surprised that the Marshall Band isn't playing, you know. They still have their instruments. I can see the tubas from here. So maybe play a little music. What do you say, huh? We're under 10 minutes to go. 62-34. Marshall on top. On 3rd and 14, a pre-snap whistle. And a timeout taken by Marshall. We'll take it with him. 9:47 to go. This is your broadcast home for Fort Bend County High School Sports.
You remember their first steps. First time they rode a bike without training wheels, first school dance, and now first year they're driving to school. First Tire and Auto is a family business, and they remember all those firsts too. There's a store just minutes away from your house or the school, so be the first to claim your discounts on oil changes and more. Head to the website firsttireandauto.com. First Tire and Automotive, a proud sponsor of Fort Bend Vype Sports. Make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All 4 stores open on Saturday. firsttireandauto.com.
We see all you do to get work done, whether it's keeping your office clean or redesigning your space for 3 or 300. Our business is to keep business going. Buy online and pick up in store, or get free next business day shipping at Office Depot, Office Max, and OfficeDepot.com.
I just exchanged texts with Ramon Chin Young of Willow Ridge. His team was going to play West Side tonight at a Houston ISD facility, but West Side was shut down. Everything's good with Willow Ridge, but they didn't have a dance partner, if you know what I mean. Zacchaeus Henry dropping back on 3rd and 14. Lofts one over the middle, and it's incomplete. It's a shame for Eisenhower's sake. He had a man open, and that was Dion DeBlanc. But I guess he thought that DeBlanc was going to run a skinnier post, if you know what I mean. 9:40 to go after the incompletion, and folks, it's 10:30. We're going to get this game over with before it's Friday morning, I think. But we are going to be needing some extra strong coffee in the morning, like Mr. Henry Henderson, who he's the caretaker of this place on game nights, and he can't go home till everybody else does. He's wearing his Willow Ridge hat proudly, right? All right, there's a punt, and not a very good one. And Marshall will take over at the 31-yard line. Eisenhower's offense really got our attention tonight. They put 34 points on the board, or I guess I should say they put all but 7 of those points on the board, because 7 came by way of a pick 6 by the amazing Ryan Niblett. And by the way, those of you who those of you who are still with us and listening, wow, if that ain't love, I don't know what is. Thank you. Thank you so much. 9:32 to go. But it's going to be a quick goodbye, let me tell you that, when this one's over. And there is a delayed handoff up the middle. Big gain across the 20. Stiff arm and still going to the 18. And that is Terrence Fontenot. They used him a lot as a wide receiver last year, and he's getting some time at running back. Albright made the tackle, and I think that would have been a touchdown if Albright hadn't brought him down. Just a quick slant over the right side, and the Marshall offensive line can really close down one side of the line. There's another give to Fontenot. Little jitterbug move, picks up 3, gets down to the 15. It'll be 2nd down and 7 to go.
14 ball carrier brings up 2nd down.
We're under 9 minutes to go. Don't forget, VypeFortBend.com is your broadcast home for Fort Bend County sports, and we'll have volleyball pretty much every Tuesday from now until the playoffs when they start in November. And every single week we'll have at least 3 football broadcasts, and sometimes 4. Some doubleheaders here at Hall Stadium, some where we'll do 1 game on Saturday from Hall and then go somewhere else like Katy Rhodes Stadium or Alvin's Freedom Field. And there is Howard, who was supposed to get the handoff, but he and the quarterback Davis didn't make a very good connection. Davis had to keep it and ended up taking a loss. It'll be 3rd down and 9 for Marshall, and we'll see if, with a very large lead and less than 8 minutes to go in this one, I wonder if Coach Williams and also his offensive coordinator Sam Padgett, will they have the Buffs throw the football? Jordan Davis with not a lot of experience throwing the ball at a varsity level, so that would be useful. But they're also ahead by 28. And there is the give to Howard around the left side. Nobody there. Beautiful blocking all the way inside the 5 to the 2 where he's level. It'll be 1st and goal from there. Tackle made out there on the edge by Albright. He's played a heck of a game. But if Albright had not stopped the running back, Jared Howard, he would have scored. Seven minutes to go, and a touchdown and a kicked extra point would get the Buffs to 69 points. But there'd still be a lot of football left to play. They let the play clock tick down to 10. Jordan Davis sends a man in motion. That's Jeffrey McWilliams. He stops. There is the handoff. There goes Jared Howard into the end zone over the right side. He was touched, but very gently. Let's put it that way. In there for a 2-yard touchdown run, and another Eisenhower player is down. I don't know if it's cramps, exhaustion, or some kind of energy, but they have really fought hard on a tough night. And you know what it's like. Some of you folks, you wait until maybe after 10 p.m. and maybe you go out in the backyard to, let the dog have one last break or something like that. And somebody's doing some amateur comedy from the stands. Anyway, the temperature is now down to a cool 81 degrees here in Missouri City, as we're closer to 11 p.m. than we are to 10 p.m. And it is Albright on the field. They've gotten him to his feet, and they'll try to move him to the sideline, and we'll take a quick break.
Hello fans, this is Bradley Stabenow with Needville Insurance. We know Fort Bend County. I'm a 4th generation resident of Fort Bend. I'm your local, hometown, trusted agent. With over 30 carriers and 9 auto insurance carriers, we shop the insurance for you. We know insurance is hard. We know it's complicated. We make it easy for you. We have Spanish speakers here available for you. Call us at 979-793-7411 or needvilleinsurance.com. Once again, call us 979-793-7411.
You remember their first steps. First time they rode a bike without training wheels, first school dance, and now first year they're driving to school. First Tire and Auto is a family business, and they remember all those first too. There's a store just minutes away from your house or the school, so be the first to claim your discounts on oil changes and more. Head to the website firsttireandauto.com. First Tire and Automotive, a proud sponsor of Fort Bend Vype Sports. Make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All 4 stores open on Saturday. firsttireandauto.com.
Albright, just a freshman, the injured player, and they got him off the field, and the extra point kick is botched, and I was having to look away for just a moment. I don't know if it was blocked or a bad snap. I can ask Mr. Henderson, except no, I can't, because he's on the phone right now. So with 6:43 to go in regulation time, and I'm pretty sure this game will not exceed regulation time, with a 68-34 lead, Marshall has exactly doubled up the Eisenhower Eagles. But I'll tell you what, if he happens to be listening, Eric Jackson, head coach of Eisenhower, your team has played hard tonight. They've showed a lot of character. However, on the missed extra point play, there's a personal foul against Eisenhower. And I think that penalty will be enforced on the kickoff, as Anthony Davis, the referee, stuffs his penalty flag back in his waistband. By the way, I've reminded you several times, but we got some great coverage coming your way tomorrow night, Friday Night Football, our second broadcast of the season, starting at 6:45 with a countdown to kickoff show. The Hightower Hurricanes with the debut of their new head coach, Cornelius Anthony, who came over from Rosenberg Terry. And they will be taking on the Bush Broncos. And then on Saturday night, 5:45 with the countdown to kickoff show, we'll bring you Dulles against Kempner from right here at Hall Stadium. And you know, originally, Mr. Davis, the referee, had pointed at Eisenhower like it was the Eagles who had committed a personal foul, but now he stepped off the penalty against the Buffs. So it was the Buffs guilty of the personal foul on the point after touchdown attempt, and they'll kick off from their 25-yard line. 6:38 to go, but they've decided to go ahead and run the clock mercifully. Some of us have work in the morning. Some of us have school in the morning. And some of us have to be back here at Hall Stadium tomorrow evening. You know, sometimes, in fact, every year we have new varsity parents, new varsity families listening. And we want you to know that VypeFortBend.com is your broadcast home for Fort Bend County high school sports. The kickoff comes down to the 31-yard line. There goes Niblett right up the middle. And a big return. It was not Niblett. Correction. It was Dion DeBlanc, who has played hard all night. He ran over a tackler as he tumbled down to the 39-yard line, but guess what? We have yet another Eisenhower injury. We'll be back after this on VypeFortBend.com.
Hi, this is Mariela and Melina coming to you from Nick's Italian Restaurant, where you can come and try one of our house specialties, the Nick's Shrimp, or one of our chicken pistachios. Not in the mood for food, you can also try one of our savory desserts like our homemade tiramisu or cannoli.
We're located on FM 1464, just north of Austin High School.
Can't dine in? You can call ahead at 346-401-1546 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Or you can hit us on one of the major delivery platforms, Uber, Grubhub, or DoorDash.
We look forward to seeing you here at Nick's Italian Restaurant, where our family gets bigger every time you stop by.
Archer Volkswagen showroom is open, and our team's excited to help you. Visit our sales department Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or bring your car in for service from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're closed on Sundays to rest and recharge with our families, so we can serve you well through the week. We hope to see you soon.
All right, the player shaken up for Eisenhower was DeMontre Jelks, but not to worry, it was just a leg cramp. And he's over on the sideline now, and he's going to be okay. Mario Johnson, man, he's carried the football a lot tonight. I think he's had at least 30 carries, but he gets a face full of big, mean Trent Thomas, who drops him in the backfield for a loss of 2. Second down and 12. Eisenhower taking its time between plays. Mario Johnson goes off. He deserves a rest, and he gets a pat on the back from his temporary head coach tonight, Brandon Perkins. Brandon Perkins, along with Kevin Goodwin, the offensive coordinator, kind of sharing the head coach duties with Eric Jackson unable to be here tonight. And there is a play where I think that Zacchaeus Henry wanted to pass it, but he kind of got locked up with his running back, and they almost fumbled. He pulled the ball down and ran for it and picked up 4 yards to set up a 3rd down and 8. By the way, one of the new features I see over there on the The down box is lit up. You know, it's not the traditional flip the thing over down box. Looks good. In fact, if all of the stadium lights went out, we'd at least have something to kind of, you know, help us maintain our bearings, so to speak. All right, 3rd down and 8. Here we go. Zacchaeus Henry hands it off on the delay, and there goes Dion DeBlanc looking for yardage near the sideline. He'll come up about 3 yards short of the first down after a 6-yard pickup.
Number 14, DeBlanc, the ball carrier for the Eagles.
Making a 5-yard pickup. And 4th down, I'm sure they're going to go for it. And before they snap it, we'll be down near the 3-minute mark. Here we go, 4th down, and maybe, just maybe, what we'd call the last gasp. Sorry about that. Last gasp for the Eisenhower offense. You're letting the clock tick down, the play clock, I mean. It's down to 10 seconds. Looking over at the sideline. They better hurry. They might call a timeout before getting this play underway. And they do. We'll take it with them. This is VypeFortBend.com. If this was a baseball game, we'd have been going into extra innings.
Get ready. Saving starts with Xfinity. Because when you get Xfinity Internet and mobile together, you can save up to $400 a year on your wireless bill over AT&T. Enjoy fast, reliable internet at home and nationwide 5G on the go, included at no extra cost. That means you can connect to everything you love, whether you're a next-level gaming aficionado, an online shopping mastermind, or crushing that research project. So go ahead, stream on all your devices or video chat from anywhere and save hundreds while doing it, because saving starts with Xfinity. Get Xfinity Internet for $19.99 a month for 12 months with a 1-year agreement. Plus, add Xfinity Mobile and ask how to get an eligible 5G phone on us. And for a limited time, $300 back. Don't miss out. Go to Xfinity.com/start saving. Call 1-800-XFINITY or visit a store today. Internet offer ends 9/30/21 and requires paperless billing and autopay. Restrictions apply. New Performance Starter Plus Internet customers only. Equipment taxes and fees extra and subject to change. After term, regular rates apply. Savings based on optimized pricing. Actual savings may vary.
On 4th down and 3, I think Eisenhower made the first down on a quarterback keeper by Zacchaeus Henry.
First down.
It is a first down. That's a first down. Think of First Tire and Automotive for all your car care needs. Check them out at firsttireandauto.com. I'll tell you what, with, 102 points being racked up on the scoreboard tonight, our sponsors have certainly got their money's worth, in addition to all the leg cramp interruptions. First down and 10 from the 30. There goes DeBlanc trying the right side, gets a yard, that's it. Hit in the backfield and tripped up, and that's the big guy, Trent Thomas.
Number 14, the ball carrier for the Eagles.
Under 2 minutes to go, and Eisenhower will try to put another 6 or 7 points on the board. You know, you give up 68 points, well, you don't feel too bad about it if you score 40 or more. But they're not in a big hurry. Clock down to 1:35. Henry in the spread, ready for the snap with a running back on either side of him. And he gives it off on the left side. And this is Darby trying to get to the sideline. Can't do it. And the tackle is finished off there by Caleb Carter of Marshall. Somebody else came up and kind of slowed him down. That I believe was Demetrius Anderson. And he kind of made sure that he didn't make it to the sideline, and he ended up taking a loss of 5 yards on a sweep, and we're under 1 minute to go. 3rd down and 15, and Eisenhower with one last gasp to try and put some more points on the board. Remember, this is a non-district game, so it's kind of, you know, go out there among the live ammunition and see what you got. And Marshall has looked great on offense, but their defense will have some things to clean up. A run up the middle for 2 yards by Dion DeBlanc, and that might be the final play of the ball game. I think we're going to see the two teams line up at the 50-yard line as the clock ticks down to 20 seconds. And remember, I told you it would be a quick goodbye from here at Hall Stadium. Roger Smith, I want to thank what we call our QA. I think that's our quality assistant. That is one of my new best friends. He's Trey. He's Trey Grubb. Thank you, Trey, for all your help during this unusual evening with the lightning delay. And our final score, 68-34. The Buffs scored exactly twice as many points as the Eisenhower Eagles. The two teams line up at the hash marks and wave at each other. Out of precaution, no handshakes. Sorry we didn't get to see handshakes, but maybe later on this year. Roger Smith for everyone on the Vype team saying goodnight from Hall Stadium, and we will see you on Friday evening at 6:45. It'll be Hightower against Bush. So long, everybody.